the one time I didn't talk a lot when I was on the podcast is probably my birthday because I was watching the LSU game. Yeah. Remember we were here?
Yeah. We were talking about Smash Brothers.
Yeah, and I was just watching the game.
Yeah, well, today is episode 34 of On the Off Topic. And we don't have Papa with us tonight. No Papa John.
Is this the first time he hasn't been on one?
John's not. Well, no, I had my solo episode.
Yeah, I forgot about the 30-minute solo episode.
I'm the only person with 100% attendance on the podcast.
You had a solo one.
I know.
You decided.
I asked Tyler he wanted me to call him.
I ain't gonna do an over the internet, over phone waves or whatever shit.
I've actually thought about doing a solo episode where I just literally call you guys and just record it. I just splice together, just talk to Reed 15, then I call John.
Well, my cousin Pike, him and two of his friends have a wrestling podcast, and I think that's what they always do. Like, he calls into it.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't sound horrible. It doesn't sound great.
I mean, some people do like stuff over Skype and like Discord and stuff. So I mean, people do it.
Yeah.
We just prefer to do it in person.
I'm missing cough drops of alcohol again, y'all.
Are we doing the introductions?
Yeah. All right. I'm John.
I'm your man, Lucy.
I'm on my phone.
As always, and we're
And I just want to make this very clear on the podcast. I do not have a vagina. I know there's been some discrepancies in past podcasts. I've said things that would make listeners believe I possibly have a vagina. I do not. I have a penis. It is average American size. Thank you and good night. It is.
Nah.
So you want me to get hard right here on air?
You got a 10-incher, boy. I've seen it.
Thank you for the compliment.
You're a little Ron Jeremy Jr.
I thought Tyler was the
RJJ.
one. Thought that was our bit with Tyler.
No, Tyler's got a 23-incher. He's
Yeah,
a freak.
You're a freak.
You're a freak. For some reason, he is a mutant out of the group.
He puts it to good work. He's tamed a lot of dude-ass.
What?
Also, for the record, Tyler is gay.
I'm not.
That's on or off the record, Tyler?
It's on the record that I'm not gay.
Oh.
So that's like the question of.
But we're saying it on the off topic.
But that joke that Reed just did is very similar to, are you gay? No. Does your mama know you're gay? Yes or no, you still say you're gay.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
Does your mom know you're gay?
No.
We should have a coming out party to her. Could you imagine? Like, Miss Myers really shows up. We already have like a banner in the living room. I'm out, mama. Like it just says. And she don't understand what it means at first. She's like, what is this? What is I'm out, mama? And then Tyler went to explain her.
I want Tyler wearing a Technicolor dress, like it's sequenced.
Oh, my God. Yeah, he's dancing. What if she just straight up had a heart attack and died, like right there, right then?
But in the middle of the heart attack, she pulls out a shotgun and blows her.
Mr. Myers is like, I knew this is how this was going to go.
Mr. Myers is like, my boy, he's dancing up on Tyler.
But he knew.
Mr. Myers is dancing.
He knew that his wife was going to straight have a heart attack and die. There was no bypass performed. She is gone.
Well, it runs in my family, so.
For real? Heart disease?
Heart disease, yeah, but.
And you drink as much as you do.
I'm staying healthy.
No, you're not.
I haven't had a heart attack yet.
What'd you have for lunch today?
Steak.
What'd you have?
Didn't you have steak last night?
I had a steak last. Wait, no.
Too much red meat.
Yeah, I had the other steak last night. What did I have for lunch?
Too much red meat.
Too much damn red meat.
I really cannot remember what I had for lunch.
Tyler
I had 3 pieces of bacon and then Burger King.
Tyler is drinking Edge Ice House Edge on for the record. 8% alcohol. He's trying to get fucked up off of this.
For cheap.
How much was the 6-pack, Tyler?
6-pack was $5.
For $5 at your local Kroger with the employee discount and the Kroger card. It was $3.30.
It came up to $5.35.
Shit, that was $3.30. That's pretty.
Yeah, that's a good. No, they're not an employee.
You get fucking.
I was trying to misinform Kroger employees who listen to the podcast. If they go to their Krogers and try to do that, I thought it was $3.30. This guy said it was $3.30. You work here, Jeremy. Like
Michelle, get the goddamn car.
Like you work here, Jeremy. I just believe this random guy on the podcast. So what are our topics tonight? Are we talking about the Sonic convention again?
No.
The Sonic convention.
Yeah, remember?
There was no Sonic convention. They had a panel at South by Southwest. But we can talk about something else. At CinemaCon, they showed off 2 trailers for the Sonic movie, and apparently it's dropping soon. One of them is like, they featured a song, and what song do you think would be in a Sonic movie? like I don't know.
The
like,
stars are so bright.
That song you got stuck in my head from the last podcast.
What?
Go, you just got the go, girl. What is that? What was the song singing again? You just got the beat. I can't remember. You know what I'm talking about, though.
From Juniper Lee.
Yeah.
Go,
Go.
go! You can't stop the girl.
It's in the Sonic
I
movie.
forgot I did that. But I figured they sound like motoring or like anything to do with like racing or something like that. No, apparently the trailer song featured is "Gangster's Paradise,"
As I walk
For
through the
real?
valley of
Oh
the
my
shadow of
god.
and then
That's bad.
they showed that, and somebody said, "Yeah, it looks as bad as you thought it was."
Are
Like,
we
people that saw
sure
it.
Chris Chan wasn't an executive producer? Like, I'm just saying.
Did you watch that video I linked?
I did. Wait, what was that?
That was Chris Chan's friend filming it, but literally like.
Was that Chris Chan in the mask?
Miss Chris Chan was the person filming it, and like literally, I just laughed when you could hear him like get down on his knees, just keep going. Like he did not edit that out, or he's talking about.
I don't know why he felt the need to pick up the papers off the ground.
Yeah, that's Chris Chan, man. Like I told you, it's a wild ride I've been on for like a couple years now.
He loves cringe shit.
Or all
He's
the
trying to
movies.
get a movie. He's trying to get his own movie funded,
Sonic 2.
or for like the story of him, because there's like this weekly documentary series coming out that's
Netflix
airing
documentary.
too much stuff, and he wants like a positive documentary done on him.
I don't know how you're gonna make that positive. Like,
You
really can.
You don't talk about a lot of stuff like. Literally, like I watched this video today that they showed like all the information. They have about like a lot of childhood video of him, and I always wondered how they got it. It's because some guy pretended to be a girl and talked to him. He's like, "Hey, I made a DVD I gave to all my friends and family for one of my birthdays." It's like, "Hey, I'm on TV," and it's like a bunch of, like his home movies and stuff. And she's like, "Oh, I'd love to see it." And it's just like, dang, like Chris Chan really.
yeah, didn't he
Like-
actually send them the real, like the only real copies too? Like he lost the copies. Like he sent them the legitimate copies.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was like a burned DVD, but like he
Okay.
gave him like physical stuff he had too, like original stuff. Like I thought that was pretty like funny. But like the other thing is Jim Carrey's playing Dr. Robotnik. I don't know if you guys knew about that for the
I
Sonic
heard
movie.
about that. I
I
just
know
haven't seen
about
the
that.
And
test
apparently,
footage.
like somebody said in the footage that they showed at the CinemaCon was he's pretty much playing Jim Carrey in the '90s again, just wacky and over the top. And I was like, okay, so Jim Carrey's gonna have fun. Like that might be a redeeming.
Are all the
quality.
characters in it, like Knuckles and those
Just
just
Sonic.
Sonic? Okay.
Just Sonic. So
Not
far,
even
but-
Robotnik's like sidekick robots.
Name? What's her name?
I don't fucking know.
Which one's you talking about? He has like
I'm
two generations.
primarily referring to Sonic X, but I know that's a frowned upon
Okay,
series.
nobody looks at that series.
What is CinemaCon though? I've never even heard
Apparently,
of
it's just a
CinemaCon.
CinemaCon. Like they just, I mean, the only thing that came out of there was like a few details. Apparently, Chad Boswick was there, and he was answering questions, I guess, from Black Panther and stuff. And they were like, "Question, are you going to be in Avengers Endgame?" And he was like, "No, I'm dead." Like he just, I thought he was.
Yeah, they
sticking
really,
with-
they killed some people off, and they're really just not going to be in it.
He
at
just
all.
he just said, "No, they're gonna bring them all back at the end of Endgame. It's really odd. That's not that. There's no way that's not gonna happen." They already announced Black Panther 2,
I mean,
but
they
he's
might be
like,
trying to save some money.
they said, "What about Black Panther 2?" He went, "I'm dead." Like he just kept he doubled down on that answer.
How long has this con been going on? It's a new con? I've
I
never
have
heard
no
of
idea. I just saw like
Where was
these
it
details.
at?
I have no idea.
Was it like
Well, you have
was it Sundance but in
Wikipedia.
a convention hall?
in front of you.
I don't have Wikipedia in front of me. We haven't done an open computer thing since like the first 9-10 episodes. Because I hated that in our first couple episodes. John and Tyler would be like googling stuff, and you'd hear like John tapping.
I'm sure you can hear me putting my drink down on this one.
That's why
because of the table.
sometimes, like on like Rogan's podcast, they have a separate guy who's not near the
Yeah.
mic that like does the research for
It's
him.
in
Yeah,
Las
but they have the
Vegas.
money and like production values.
We
for
could
it.
have somebody do that for us.
It was in Vegas.
Okay. Like we have somebody sitting right there at the end of the table right now. Doing it
Jeremy?
for us. Yeah,
Jeremy?
Jeremy. Somebody. I don't know. Josh, bring him back. You should use him to do that for us. So, like, Cookie, like it's not worth it.
That is not fucking worth it.
Not worth it.
All right. So, I got a few topics I wrote down that we didn't get to discuss because
Y'all didn't discuss any real topics last week.
I had all this on there, but I figured Lucy wouldn't want to contribute or it'd be boring. So
I mean,
first
I
thing-
would have contributed.
But why
First
didn't
thing,
you go?
first thing we
I'm
can talk.
Lucy. I would have
Oh,
if
yeah,
you'd have
sure.
brought up the topic.
I'm sorry, Lucy. No, I'll bring it up now. Lucy, how do you feel that we're not going to let, and he'll never be able to play Borderlands 3? Reed cannot.
I think that he will be able to play it.
How?
But how not? How would he not be able to play it? Is he gonna die?
The console.
Is
No,
arm-
he'll be alive. He just won't be able to
Spending
play
the
it.
money, time to play it.
It's not the fact that it's, I mean, even if it came to Switch, he's not going to play it.
Exactly.
It's not coming to Switch.
No.
I know it's not. I was saying I wasn't a question.
No.
I'll play it.
No. How?
How? Why? I mean, somebody's gonna get it. I know, and I'm gonna play it with them.
I won't let you.
How would you?
I'm not getting it, so
Tommy.
if I play it, it's gonna be at one of y'all's houses.
Tommy's not going to get it.
He is.
Too many bad memories with who he used to play it with.
We used to play together.
Nuh-uh. So what'd you think about the trailer, though? They finally, dropped it.
It looked
haven't seen
good.
it.
I mean, it looks real good.
Still have not seen it.
A billion guns.
I just like that whole, event. Like, they really did tease that trailer. They started up the new trailer, 3 separate times, and they pretended it was crashing. I'm sorry, guys. He got, 10 seconds into it one time, and it was just being choppy. He's like, no. You guys are going to see this as it should be seen. I'm so sorry.
Where we get premiered at?
PAX,
internet.
at PAX. And then he's like, hold on, he did card tricks. The guy who was doing card tricks, buy time. He was pretending
What's this y'all's car?
literally he's when it failed the second time, he's like, God damn it. He was like, God damn it. He pretended I thought that was pretty cool. And then they announced Borderlands 1 is actually remastered on the PS4 now. It's first time.
Wasn't that great?
Borderlands 1?
Yeah. 2 was a lot better.
Oh, actually, I saw that today that the gold mask edition?
The
What
Handsome
about it?
Jack
You
collection.
Handsome Jack collection, that's it.
You get a gold mask.
It's on
Now,
that.
Handsome
Anyway,
Jack is Borderlands 2 in the pre-sequel.
on Steam, it's normally $200 and
That
they got
isn't-
93 to 94% off. It's $19. So
I don't...
Are you even gonna get it?
I'm not.
What?
Borderlands 3, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to get it.
You think John will too?
Oh, yeah, John's going to definitely get it.
He
Actually,
plays
John,
it with Chris.
John was talking about getting the Borderlands 1 remaster and see if Chad or Tyler then want to do a run through, and I was like, I doubt Tyler will do it.
I'll do
I mean,
it.
if it's over
don't have a PS4?
PS4, then probably not. But
We can get together and do a run through.
They do have, they did add local 4-player co-op on it.
Yeah, we should do that. We haven't done a game like that in a while together.
Yeah.
What? When we still act Castle Crashers?
No, the last game we
Smash.
played,
10 years ago.
Smash.
I'm talking about we did a run through that was a co-op game.
then
Smash.
Castle Crashers probably 10 years ago, 8 years ago.
that or I guess technically zombies. But when we did sequences, I feel like that was
We
after
never
Castle
finished
Crashers.
it. We never even finished all of them though.
We
Because somebody
did
kept
all-
giving up.
Chad
we did.
Chad
we did.
finished the
We did
moon
all the
one,
ones
but
where they were good.
We didn't do the. It was after Shangri-La. Remember, it was
moon?
the one where you had to run around in a circle.
That was all of them.
Was it the moon? No, there was one. There was one you were where the
Oh,
the
it was like
monkeys
the
were
launch
first
site or
introduced. Yeah,
something?
the launch site. Yeah.
Yeah, we did
Is
that
it
one.
finished?
Ascension?
that?
Yeah,
We
Ascension
did.
was the first
Yeah.
one.
Maybe you're right. What's the moon? We
Then
didn't finish the moon.
Yeah,
it was like Soviet space or whatever.
We didn't do that.
We
one.
did that one, and then
that's
the
Ascension.
next one after that was you start out in like a
It went Ascension, then it went Call of the Dead, then it went Shangri-La, and then it went Moon.
We didn't do moon.
We didn't finish one of the moons. Moons had 2 different endings.
Okay.
and then Chad went online with someone and finished the actual.
After that,
then
wasn't
Black
that
Ops
when they
2,
came
Black
out
Ops-
with the dragon one?
No, Black
Ugh.
Ops 2, they just
You know what I'm
they
talking
lost it. They lost the magic in the Black Ops.
Well, they
2
had that one
zombies.
that was really long, where it was you're at the hotel, or it was at the skyscrapers.
Yeah. That one was.
That
just,
one looked
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
I didn't care for it.
It looked cool. Looked
And
like it
now
was
the
long.
new, and then 3, I didn't play any of 3, and then
Well,
now,
I mean, what was the end game of the story?
Okay, so from what? All right, shit. Okay,
Didn't
so
Reichhoven-
apparently there was time travel involved,
Yeah.
and there's a second universe, and it pretty much they erased the stuff we did in Black Ops 1. That's where I was kind of like, okay, fuck you. Then it's like the stuff I cared for. That story doesn't matter. Apparently, they went to another version of Reichhofen that wants to beat that Reichhofen, and the last thing I remember is. Turns out Reichhofen's always going to be evil because he pretty much killed his other self and pretty much like, now I can lead or something like that. It's stupid. It really got convoluted. And pretty much, they turned on him because it turns out Reichhofen, you know how all the guys are all soldiers displaced at a time?
Yeah.
Reichhofen caused all those people that, and they didn't know that, and then they find that out and they were pissed. And it's like, you took me away from my family and my friends and my troops. Fuck you. And they turn him on and then. I think it's stupid. I have no idea what the story's in Black Ops 3 or 4.
Yeah.
3 or 4 is where 3 is where it gets mystical.
I don't even know if there's sequences in those games.
There are.
Well, I know with the dragon one, you go to another dimension. Isn't that the whole point of that? Yeah,
I have no idea what the
Is
dragon
the dragon one the one where
The
it's
one I'm
the
talking
head
about.
pops out of a wall or
Well,
something?
no, it's the one where you're in the big building and you go through the different floors. It's different buildings. It's a hotel or skyscraper or something. We played it.
I know.
once.
I pretty much know what you're talking about. It's just I didn't play it
I don't
enough to really
remember
remember it.
We played Black Ops 2. The one I remember for Black Ops 2 is Transit, which is the first one with the bus.
I just don't understand
And then,
why it's so hard for us to get together and do stuff like this now.
Let's see. You're down in our area twice a month, maybe.
Yeah.
Chad's got a life with his wife and
So
just
it's, hold
whatever.
on, so it's Chad's fault. That's what we're saying.
And
That's
we
what
usually
you-
have work.
You
so
literally had to make 2 points. Sorry, so we're gonna call it.
It
that.
kind of is.
it's early
I mean,
between. You're not here at least half of the month. Not even half the month, like 2 weekends out of the month. Chad doesn't either want to go out of the house or
There you
whatever's
go.
happening.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
us, it depends on work schedule. So
it's
I mean,
Chad.
earlier today, Chad acted like or said something that he was going to come. Then he just said, "No, I'm feeling bummed out." So he's like, he doesn't want to come. And I was like, "All right." And if he's listening, actually, I think Chad's been listening to the podcast recently because he knows, and I told Tyler this, he knows he doesn't hang out with us, so at least he can feel like he's sitting in with us.
I just enjoy the podcast. I don't know.
You do?
They're funny.
I at least give it at least a re-listen just to
Yeah.
see if I remember what I said.
I really think it's just all about advertising at this point, marketing, putting in. You just have to spend a lot of money to market it on YouTube.
You spend a lot of money. John spends a lot of money.
We could all chip in.
I mean, there's some episodes that get more views than like just us.
I mean, you know that's what it is.
I've seen it too. Yeah.
You have to put in money to like market it so
Do you
you
think
people
because-
put your shit out there.
Do you think that's because of the title cards you put, or
The title
or
cards.
the title
Because
itself?
none of us are famous. Like,
Tag.
that's how Joe Rogan shit got off the ground. Joe Rogan
Well,
was
yeah.
known from Fear Factor. He did a podcast.
Yeah, and then
people
MMA,
listen.
right?
I mean, some people get on there. It's literally like, I mean, if you get picked up on a network, I mean,
Yeah.
that's a different thing. But I mean,
You
that's
still have
just,
to have exposure to get to that point. You still have to
yeah.
have,
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean,
so I think you have to invest money initially for like marketing promotion.
I guess. I mean, it's
Unless you do
all-
self-marketing, self-promotion, like you go off on your own.
and yell at people.
Yeah, I do. I'm serious. Like, yeah, post it all over Facebook and hope people share it, or
Or view it on Facebook.
go downtown and hand out business cards or something.
Posting it
That
on
have the
Facebook.
podcast.
But I was like, man, we're like 34 episodes in now. It's like, do I just post it on my public Facebook? Do I want like my like other like high school people that are new to see it?
We did talk about high school stuff though.
That's what I'm saying.
We've never mentioned anybody by name.
I feel like we have.
I don't think so.
I mean, teachers, yeah.
I mean, nobody. I mean, if somebody gets interested in your podcast, they might, but it's. I feel like it's rare they're gonna go back and listen to all the old episodes. And they could.
There
I don't
could be
think
someone who
anybody
just does that.
I think
Maybe
most
just listen
people
to
who get into
podcasts most of the day.
podcasts, they just go from then on out. It's like I listened to this one episode 34. I'm just gonna go from here on out, listen to it. I'm not gonna go back and listen
I
to the
usually do that
previous
for my
33.
podcast.
So you got into a podcast like 200 episodes in, and then gone back and listened to one through
to-
199.
Well, but also listen to podcasts while I'm doing other stuff like gaming and stuff too, so I can listen to like a lot of episodes
Yeah,
a
I
day.
mean, if I'm not paying attention to this background noise, at least.
You're not paying attention. Like I pay attention
I'll
to when
pay
I
attention
listen
to
to a
what they're saying, but
podcast because
sometimes
I
I
want to
just
know what
say,
they're
I
saying.
I am.
Sometimes
you're
I just forget what they
splitting
said
your
for 10
attention.
minutes. I have
You're
to go
playing a
back.
game and you're doing that.
Yeah.
I'm sure you missed some stuff.
I mean, but I'm just listening. I mean, I won't listen to them at work too. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's what you do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, shit. Well, what do you want from me?
Avocado toast.
You're a millennial bastard. Millennial piece of shit.
The only place I have avocados is in sushi.
That's not true.
It is.
There's avocado in your beer right now.
It's healthy for me.
So I mean, we are excited about Borderlands 3. I think that was the consensus.
Yeah, there's a part of me that thinks when it comes out, we're gonna be faced with why did it take them this long? And actually, there's actually some underlying
7 years.
there's some underlying like rumors going around within the industry, like why it took them so long, and they might not have been working on it as long as they said, and it might not launch with as much content as we're used to in a Borderlands game because that's just how the industry's gone now.
Yeah.
So that's worrying because Borderlands at least always had that offline. You can play the whole thing.
Borderlands
Off
2 had a
by
lot of DLC.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like that was bonus stuff. That was back in the days where DLC was your bonus. Now this stuff is we're going to complete 80% of the game. We're going to complete 100% of the game, ship 80% of it, and sell you the other 20%.
Yeah.
And that's why I like Nintendo's approach. DLC is not worked on until the game is finished. So
Which is how it should be.
yeah, it should be
You know
bonus.
me, I was always a big opponent of DLC because I didn't like how companies would do that, how they just didn't give you everything up front.
And I didn't have internet access for a while, so
Yeah.
I was just like, give me the game.
So at least with Nintendo, they do give you everything up front, but then they do make other stuff, and then
Yeah.
you get that. But at least you do get everything up front. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I can't think of any instance where they've done something like that. Shit. I'm playing Yoshi's Crafted World. I started that today.
How is it?
It seems not as good as Yoshi's Woolly World. Like,
I was laughing at the commercial for it. Nintendo did a bad job. I don't know, just shows this little girl playing it, and then at the end of the commercial, she's outside with her friends, and she's playing the Switch, and she calls them over there, and it's like, so Nintendo's telling kids to go outside and play your Switch. Don't actually play outside. Play your
I mean,
Switch
they're getting
outside.
vitamin D at least.
get some fresh air with a Nintendo
It's still
Switch.
just like, what the hell?
Like, so far, like, okay, one thing I liked about Yoshi's Crafted World is every level you had to collect, like, on top of, like, the flowers and stuff, you had to collect 3 things of yarn or 4, depending on which one it was, and it would make a combination. And so you could scan in every amiibo, and you get a Yoshi, but he's colored like Mario, Luigi, Marth, every Smash character.
That's pretty cool.
And this game is kind of like, okay, you put in like 100 coins, and it's like a little minifigure you get, and it's like a cardboard, like, car or armor that you wear, and it just looks clunky. And I was like, this is not as good as one from Woolly World, and the levels aren't super fun yet. I was like, I just don't know. I don't think they. I mean, I'm only 2 worlds in, but it's like
maybe it's just really easy.
I mean,
Yeah,
Woolly's
Nintendo's
World was
been
easy
for-
too. I
Not
mean,
all,
Kirby,
not all Nintendo games are easy.
but I'm saying like Kirby, the new one was really easy. Star Allies, but some of the levels are actually fun. Like so far, I haven't had to really like that was fun. I want to play that level again. Like
Tyler doesn't know the new Donkey Kong Countries. Those games are hard, Tyler. Like me and Dustin
Yeah, I've
struggle
seen
with
y'all
that
play 'em.
shit.
Tropical
yeah.
Freeze is really hard.
Yeah,
Is
so
it
I
really?
play that.
It's hard. I
I've
mean, I
seen the
beat it
speedrun
on
too,
Wii U and I
like-
beat it on Switch again.
You
I didn't-
played it twice.
Yeah, I didn't 100% it on
You
Switch
100%ed
again.
it on Wii U though. You got all the stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
I remember that's why it took us long to beat the first one because we did try it. We did 100% it, so we did all the extra levels, and those extra levels were hard as hell.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't
timing.
die. You can only die one
So you had to
time.
go all the way through.
Yeah, shit was hard as fuck. Played it all in your what's that room now? It used to be it was your uncle's room. What did y'all
There's
use
just
that?
crap in it.
Oh my god, dude. I kind of just want to do a Chris Trandy. You just go burn shit down. Let y'all start over fresh.
See, Chris Chan's house, you can't walk through it. Like they have. Like,
Ours is gonna be
We
like
have
that
at least
soon.
our stuff in rooms that we don't really use unless we got to go find something in it. So
it's not a good practice.
Yeah, because eventually it's gonna overflow. Then the hall is gonna be full. Your parents are gonna be sleeping in the living room.
and that's where I'll start playing the
Or
song in the
y'all
Hall
all-
of the Mountain King.
I could just see it. Like, we go over there, they're all sleeping in the same room. Like, you, your mom and dad, all in your Mima's room because the hall is just full of stuff. Then it's going to go to the living room, then the kitchen, the dining room, kitchen. Eventually, it's just going to be like, yeah, you'll have a little trail from your Mima's room to the little deck door because y'all can't make it to the front door anymore. So you always go out the side door and walk around the back to your cars.
To the deck door.
You
Yeah.
know, there's like technically 2 exits past the kitchen, right?
No, the laundry room's going to be full, too.
With laundry?
Just with shit, dog. You're not
That's
going to be able
where
to
we
get
use
out.
the
You're not going to be able to
bathroom
get out that door.
You know,
It's not a good thing, Dollar. We need to go over there and handle this.
just you can rent a dumpster for $300. You can start throwing shit in there, and they come pick it up for you.
Yeah,
Can I just have it out there so people think we're throwing away stuff?
that doesn't
And
make
then
any
we
sense.
can
So,
catch
okay,
the
so hold
dumpster
on.
divers.
So here's the thing: you're saying I won't rent a dumpster. I'm just gonna throw shit in my yard.
And you're gonna pay $300 to do that.
And then we'll put up a sign saying yard sale, but we're not going to have a table set up. It's just come see if you want something off
There's
off
not
the
enough
yard.
traffic in your neighborhood where that would solve your issue.
I mean, if they put a sign out on that road, that's a main road, Houston, people would see it and come through.
They
They're
will.
not gonna. You're not gonna know, Tyler. Nobody wants your shit.
This is how you could get the $2,000.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, just yeah,
Just sell your mom and pop stuff.
yeah. Seriously,
Tyler goes. He
it's
takes a brand new loaf of bread and he's selling it for 50 cents. His mom's
Two
like,
birds,
I just
one stone.
bought it.
you help clean out your house, you get rid of all that stuff, and you get Chad's money because you make the money.
He sells a can of green beans because he.
Well, let
doesn't
me
like
ask, what are
them.
we going to do with those rooms if when they're clear?
Live in them.
It's just
I mean,
me
Tyler,
and them
one of
right
the
now. Like,
rooms
they
is
have
your
their room, I
old
have
room,
back there.
Tyler. You only moved out of your old room because there was too much stuff in it to another room.
Rent the room. Actually, if you clean them out when you inherit the house, rent the rooms out.
I mean, yeah, that could happen. At
don't-
that point,
Are you gonna rent the room out to Chad?
no,
Are y'all gonna
fuck it.
own that house by the time they are gone?
No, he's
there's
fucked. Like
there's
he's
no
fucked.
way. Well, I don't. Me, he could rent out the rooms. He'd just be paying off the mortgage with their money.
That's if he has enough. What if Chad told you he's gonna pay you double what you charge for the room just to live there? Would you let him? Okay, you're an idiot. Like
He'd be
you-
too strict on things that's not his to be strict on.
What if Chad's not gonna live there most of the time? He just wants to do it to flex,
Then what's he doing?
trying to help you out. But
Yeah, he's
flexing?
renting a room from you, Dollar.
How's he going to get this money?
You can't. It doesn't matter. He's giving you the money.
The GI Bill lasts for 15 years. I don't know. I just say this.
I was about to say, I don't think that's right. But
You know what the GI Bill stands? I mean, GI stands for.
What?
You know it.
what?
What does GI stand for?
Get Indian?
Get Indian money.
That sounds like some propaganda. Somewhere Neil just went, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nil. No, it stands for general intellect.
Oh, okay.
No, it doesn't. Like,
I was about to say, like, I don't think so for the Army.
I mean, shit, Tyler. What are you trying to talk about right now?
If John were here, he'd probably know. He probably would have sighed and then told us what it was. Like, I can't believe they don't know this.
He said, "Say no, you dumbs." It stands for this. Well, John, here's the thing.
We have phones.
We don't work for the government.
Yeah, government issue. I was thinking it was government issue.
Government issue bill.
Yeah, he's technically a GI. John is.
John's an idiot.
John's government issue?
Yeah.
Yeah, government issued, government standard. John is nothing to the military but
An issue.
a factoid, a gear, a cog in the system. He is not a person to them.
I just imagine Justin's like John's boss. He just tells him this one day, like, listen, you are a cog. You are not a person to me.
You don't have to be working as hard as you are, but we also need it done.
You
I
are
mean,
not a person to me. Like,
I said that to my people now at work. Like, you are not.
so you said you're going to be Tyler and Alan's manager?
I mean, if things line up. I mean, I already am when I'm MOD, so literally just,
You could just give them whatever shifts they wanted. Give them as many
I give
hours
them the
they
shifts
wanted.
I don't want.
Damn.
Make Tyler close every first Friday, and he can't say shit, because guess what? You know what the requests off? They're just requests. I'll deny them. I'm going to make
Yeah,
Tyler
and I
miss.
always have it for the day after, so
And
You'd be upset with Justin if he did that?
If I made you
work.
close till 11 on first Friday.
I'd try. If that was the case, I'd probably try and get at least 15 minutes or more going into that day, so I could get off at least by 9.
That doesn't make any sense.
You're not going to be able to. What? You're going to work 15 minutes over. You're going to leave 2 hours early.
Yeah,
I close you
what
till
are you
11.
talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Depending on the time you get me scheduled off, stay over enough to like rack up to where I get
I
off
was
at
just
9.
saying, like, consistently throughout his pay period, I just do
He's
the
not
50,
gonna-
rack up 15 minutes. That's like
He's not
30
gonna-
minutes
he's
after
not
2
gonna be able to do
days,
that.
and an hour after 4 days.
That's going to work, Tyler, but I'm going to schedule till 11. I'm going to fix your time because I'm going to go on the clock and count all the minutes you were just standing still. Take that off.
It's
and
produce.
then-
There ain't that many
and
like,
then-
minutes to stand still.
And then I'm going to
Unlike a meat.
I'm going to make him close at 11 and have him back in at 7 a.m.
Justin spends like a whole day just when they watching you, like out of the behind the shelf, just like and deducting like how many
I have
times you
done that in
stand
marriage. I
up.
just kind of like watch people like work. I was like, some people just look like idiots. Like I was like,
You're just sitting there sipping on some scotch, like doing that.
Jacking off,
Yeah,
like,
it's
yeah.
like watching somebody work, like they're
typical Thursday
idiots,
night,
you
like-
know.
Thursdays,
You remember that one time-
Thursdays, and sometimes Sundays are always the
do you remember that
worst.
one time I posted like something in the chat? I was drinking a like, we had it marked down because I guess somebody stole one, but it was like one of those like craft sodas, like root beers, and you thought I was drinking a
Like
beer.
a Jones
Like,
Yeah.
soda or something.
I was like, no, you know, it was like $2 for
Craft
three.
root beer.
Yeah, I mean, it was like one of those craft beers.
Craft sodas are a big thing. People
Yeah.
like them.
We had them like it was like a 4-pack and like
Tyler's like, if it
Somebody
ain't
stole
getting me
one.
drunk, I ain't paying $6 for it. Like,
I mean, would you?
yeah, I would drink. I drink this lemonade at this deli in Atlanta. It's from New York. It's like I guess it would.
So it's New York lemonade instead of
It,
Georgia.
it'd be considered craft lemonade, I guess, if that was a thing. I mean, yeah, it is. I
more
mean,
like crap.
they
lemonade,
sell it in
right?
Op City because they sell some craft sodas and drinks in Op City that aren't beer, and like
Why?
they sell it there because people enjoy it. It tastes good. It's,
Like, what's the
why do
difference
I drink it? It's good
Hey,
tasting
what's the
lemonade.
difference
You
between
drink-
like fair lemonade?
It's better.
And
How?
probably cheap.
I haven't had fair lemonade ever. I don't
I
think.
know,
Probably
but
cheaper.
that's I mean that's pretty much what I'm comparing it to because I don't know any other place
It's-
besides restaurants
It's
that
good
have
lemonade. It's the only lemonade I drink. Really, I mean,
You could make your own lemonade.
I don't.
Why not?
Yeah.
I
Those
mean,
are
I'm
pretty
really not a
cheap.
huge fan of lemonade. I just
Oh,
when
I
I
love
go to this
lemonade.
deli, I do like to get this lemonade. I like. I mean, I like lemonade a lot. Don't get me wrong, but I don't like it enough to just. When I'm at home, I just drink water. I'm not going to drink anything with sugar in it. I
Why?
guess is what I'm saying. For your health.
Thank you, Steve.
Sounds
Rule.
exactly like the Tim and
For
Derek
your
person.
health. Steve
I just-
Rule.
Sorry, yeah, he's from there.
I know, but
He
I'm
came
saying
from there.
I named
Either
the
way.
character Steve
So yeah,
Rule
just yeah. I
for your
mean,
health.
People enjoy craft sodas. It's a thing.
How's it?
It just
What?
tastes better, Tyler. It tastes
Tyler,
better.
you drink Pepsi. You have no right. You don't even drink a good
It's
soda.
better than Big
I've
K.
had Coke when I ran out of Pepsi.
Like if you get some craft grape soda, I'm sure it tastes better than Big K grape soda. It's just better quality ingredients,
That's
Tyler.
where
It
you're
tastes better.
I don't drink anything Big K.
We used to kill that at Tyler's though. We used to kill the
No,
Big K
no
grape
Mountain
soda.
Line would get Food
That
Line.
too.
We got the Food Line
Yeah,
brand.
that's
shit.
Big K.
No, Big K's Kroger.
Big K's Kroger.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like y'all work there.
Isn't No, yeah, Dr. Thunder is Kroger still, right?
I don't know.
What was
You should know that your mom not
Citrus
buy this
Drop?
stuff
no,
still.
what was Kmart's brand?
I don't know.
Was that Big K? No, I keep thinking.
I think that was
Kroger.
Dr. No, it wasn't Dr. Thunder, but it's something similar.
Gotta look
Yeah,
up.
look
I
it up
gotta
now.
look this stuff up. Because we really used to kill that stuff on the nights we would spend the night here. I was like, me and Chad, we all did. We just
I feel
drank
like
the
Pib
hell out of
Extra
shit.
was primarily Kmart.
I think that was before I
Dr.
did.
Smart.
That was
What
before I did drugs and drank alcohol. So like, my vices were sugar. I used to like, stay up all night drinking sodas and
Little
eating
kisses from all the little girls.
eating
Eating.
Y'all
gummies.
also ate the Scooby snacks, and I told you
I
if y'all
said
don't
that,
want
yeah.
them to buy anymore, don't eat them.
We used to eat gummies and eat junk food and drink sodas.
There's a
Play
Kmart
video
app.
games all night.
Why?
Simpler times, guys. Simpler times. Video games.
You also
sodas,
ate like
and
2 to 3
gummies all
times a
night.
day.
All we were waiting for is the school bell to get out so we can get the hell out of there.
Now I'm talking about the nights you used to spend the night, like after
Oh.
football games, or just like we just spend the night on Saturday.
Chad sleep on the long couch. Me, the tallest member of the group, would sleep on the short couch.
I
Reed
thought you
would
slept on
sleep
the recliner.
Yeah.
You slept in the recliner.
If he wasn't there, you would take the recliner.
Well, yes, because once again, Chad, one of the shortest members of our group, took the long couch.
Yeah. he
Me,
did.
the tallest of the group.
I
And
mean,
Tyler
he
would go
called
sleep
dibs.
in his bed. We go mess with Tyler when he
Tyler
go lay
would-
down in the bed.
Tyler would just go like 1:30, like, no, you used to go to bed sometimes early. It'd be like 12:30. All right, and me and Reed and Chad are like, well, we're not tired. This is
Because we would
awkward.
step like 4:30.
Yeah, and it's just like,
Yeah, and I wasn't used to that.
you're a little bitch.
we would just stay up playing games and talking all the yearbooks. We can't talk about that on there.
We can talk about it. Let's talk about
when
that.
I sent you that
Brandon.
link where it was like
Yeah.
the kids did it and they got in trouble.
You
And
made me spread that. I did drop
tried.
it. I dropped the list. I made. You told me to make sure a popular kid found it, and I did. And
I don't remember that.
yeah,
Who found it? Just
He
say the
gave it
initials.
to-
Just say the initials.
AS.
I don't know.
He was in a band.
I don't know why I thought that
He's
was
been
gonna
in
work.
multiple
Stanley.
Oh,
O'Max.
okay. Yeah. What did he say?
He picked it up and he like showed them, and they kind of laughed about it, and they nothing. It was not mass hysteria like you thought was gonna happen.
I thought it was gonna be good. I think if we would have gotten more copies out, and I did try for y'all senior prank, I really placed like 20 copies of that thing, like in various bathrooms, and I'm pretty sure like the next morning the janitors, I just went and just like picked it up and threw them all away. I just thought it was trash.
That's why you should have done it during school hours.
Yeah.
I should have, yeah. That's what I mean. After the fact, yeah. If we could go back, you know,
Hindsight,
Eight
You
you
can
fucking
still you can
years.
still drop them. People like, what are?
nobody would know who those people are. They're like, who the hell?
Actually, if he had
that
dropped it,
would
like,
be
during
interesting.
class
Like
days,
if
no
I
one
put
would
the
pick
year
it
on
up.
there, like 2011, people would be like, are these people who went in 2011? Find the old yearbook in the library. Like,
What
yeah,
if you find
the
somebody
hell?
like you that did that, and he's like, who did this? And he searches you down, like you find like the next.
How would he
generation.
find out I did it,
I don't know.
Justin?
He did it.
I didn't initial it.
That's the whole movie. Like
He
finds
tracks
it.
me down. That doesn't make any sense.
Some janitor's like, that goddamn Dursey. Like he, boom, into the movie. Like
No, but, you know, Jones didn't get the job. I know that's not really podcast
didn't?
popular content. Yeah,
How dare you.
that shows somebody else. He actually is pretty upset about it. He's like going to go to another county.
oh really?
Damn.
He's
Dang.
like leaving Bibb. He's pretty upset he didn't get it.
Jeez.
But I was just the only reason I said that is because I don't think any of the old janitors, like I don't think Harris is there. Like the janitors, he would have remembered me. I don't think they're there anymore. There's no staff we really know there except for maybe like DeGrandis and Kirthy.
I think that's it. Like those,
That's it.
they don't post their current staff, but
I'm pretty sure that's all that's there now.
shit, man. Like
What were the other topics you had?
oh,
You went away from the switch to topics.
All right, so
We talked about one of them.
We're always on the off topic.
Tyler,
Jeez.
I want to talk about it because it happened that week that we recorded with Lucy. So, not this past Monday, but the previous Monday, first night of karaoke. We didn't bring it up, did we, about the drivers we saw?
The drivers?
Yeah,
We did-
the road rage. Did we talk about that road rage?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, we
We
saw.
might probably just talk about it after, like someone else a different day.
All right, Tyler. Since you haven't talked a lot, I'll let you go through the story.
Okay, so here I was
Drunk
in the
as-
passenger seat,
Drunk as hell, driving his ass home.
and we're a good, maybe like 5 minutes away from Justin's house. when all of a sudden, this guy comes up.
We're in the left lane.
We're in the left lane. Someone comes up behind us from the right lane, very fast.
Speed demon. And so they come up upon another car that stopped. A car's making a right. There's another car behind him that's slowing down. This guy doesn't see that. He's speeding by me, and then all of a sudden I was like, "Oh shit!" I saw it happening, and I was like, so I slowed down, and he just barely like didn't clip them. And then
it was a minivan that
it was a minivan that almost got clipped.
So that person, after being like, "Oh shit, they almost hit me," starts going drive normal, and then like, "No, fuck it, I'm gonna tail this guy," and be like, if they ever
riding his ass.
get out and like chew him out or whatever.
And the guy was like trying to weave in and out of traffic, but it was like slow. Everybody was driving slow, so they're both like that. And like the van got right beside him. You could tell he was probably saying something to him. And I was like, "Damn, soccer mom is pissed." Like this soccer was like, "You almost hit my like." She had like her kids in the back. "You almost fucking killed my kids." Like, and I told her, "Let's follow them." Like, I don't work tomorrow. You don't work early tomorrow. We can just go fucking follow. I want to see this situation conclude. He didn't let me. He said, "No. I got steak at home."
This was good entertainment for the drive, but let's not get involved.
Not as good as that time I almost got Justin's ass run over by a semi.
Oh yeah,
when I was in your truck,
you flicked him off.
Yeah, and he like really was honking.
I couldn't see.
Yeah.
No, that was scary as a driver, guys. I could not see shit.
I couldn't either. Like
the
it
brights.
was like,
I was just going straight.
I was in the back of that truck too. Like it was just bright on my face.
If somebody were to slam my brakes, we would have been dead. Like in front of us, like I wouldn't have seen it. Like that trucker almost killed us. Like,
he was trying. I think he was trying to like dead ass. He was mad.
That's probably the Jeepers Creepers guy just hauling some freight or something.
No, he was just like on our ass or something, and Reed just flicked him.
Yeah. That pissed him off even more than what he was from anything else. Like
he was probably all methed up.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, there's guys like, well, no, Alan told me that they're only allowed to drive 10 hours a day now.
For real. I feel like it's different per company.
No. That's like the thing. The standard.
They lie. I feel like there's ways around that.
His former stepdad used to do it like cross country, but they can only do 10 hours a day. He said that's why they take on student drivers, because then you can both do 10 hours each.
Yep.
But that's why, like with Kroger, like they get paid by load and stuff. And so, well, no, one driver told me it used to be you got paid by load, so you'd have people busting ass back and forth, like so they can drive as many as they can in like X amount of hours. But now they decided to pay them by the hour. So now those guys are like, oh yeah, if my route takes me through Atlanta and I hit that 5 o'clock traffic, fuck yeah, I'm down. Like, they don't care. Like, if I'm sitting still, I get paid for it. So
the UK truckers make pretty good money, too.
Yeah.
Like an hour, I would say.
It's just not a good lifestyle.
Yeah.
So you're never at home. If you don't have a family, fuck it.
I mean, like, just sitting down all day, like, it's hell on your back.
Yeah. That's always been my problem with it. I remember I told you one time that was, like, one of the careers I considered, you know, like, when I was younger.
Yeah,
truck drivers. Sitting down all day, and it was like, yeah, my back would be killing me. And I hate traffic, dude.
Yeah, I do too.
Saying, like, being a trucker.
I hate traffic.
Say you go on one drive one day, and like, yeah, like you're 10 hours though, spitting traffic. I'd blow my head off. I'd just go, there's no way.
And then, like,
well, I mean, at least nowadays you have a phone. You could technically be doing something on your phone, maybe. But
that's so funny. We talked about this because there is somebody like some memes going around from what was it? And what the fuck is going on? Basically, it's like somebody found some like where people shared on Facebook, but it's like you could tell it was like a wife or like somebody who was a trucker and had a fellow trucker die, and it's like this truck driving into heaven. It's like shifts over, you got some time to rest. And I was like, just people posting like you could tell it's like
redneck shit.
Yes, and I was like, they had like 4 different versions. It was very cringy, and I was like,
Jesus.
Just like I showed Tyler, like my favorite Twitter I've been following, and here's a recommendation for you Twitter heads. It's called Cropped Boomer Images.
Crop Google?
Boomer images.
Boomer,
basically, it's like...
I got on Reddit for the first time today in my life.
No. What'd you get?
Okay. I just was at I got my oil change today, so I was just waiting there, and I'd read all the rest of the news I wanted to read.
I was going to say, first time when you weren't linked to it, or first time...
Like, literally the first time I've been on the site.
Okay.
And I was trying to go on 4chan, but I was on their Wi-Fi, so it blocked it.
Yeah.
So, well, it blocked Imgur, too. So that kind of made most of Reddit pointless, because all the stuff I clicked on would go to Imgur, and I couldn't even see it.
Imgur has, like, porn stuff on there because, I mean, you can literally post anything on there.
What was the site you posted there? The GIF cat or whatever?
GYFY
It let me go to that, and obviously that has porn on it.
I mean, yeah, but, I mean, sometimes whoever they hired to, like, set parameters, they only know certain things, or just, here's what it's known for.
Reddit's just very convoluted, I feel like, because there's so many subreddits. Like, that's why I like 4chan.
I mean,
It's a
you
little bit
gotta
more
find them,
straightforward.
yeah. I mean, you
Whereas
gotta
Reddit
find
has like a million different subreddits.
I mean, unless I know which subreddit I actually want to go to, I just scroll the front page if I just want to see like world news or
I
politics
went
or anything
to
like that.
interesting stuff. That was the Reddit, whatever the fuck the board I was on was interesting stuff.
Mildly interesting.
It was called interesting stuff, and it was just like literally things like articles or just pictures people had posted or some shit. Just it was different things like that.
Like, that's crop boomer images. I love it because it's like so.
Yeah.
There's like meme and it says something, but like out of context, the decline of spankings. Like,
Yeah.
and then like, who remembers eating? Like, not just who remembers eating this, just who remembers eating, and then, minimum wage. Like,
Damn.
some of them just don't make sense. Like,
But interesting stuff. It just had gifs of like a snow crab swimming backwards, or like
Oh, yeah, I
what an
saw that
elephant
one.
would look like without a tusk, or
I'm pretty sure you went to mildly interesting, not interesting
maybe
stuff.
I don't. It was stuff like that. It was cool, but like a lot of the stuff I couldn't. Like I had one where it was like, look at Hitler all methed out, and I showed him like tweaking at like the Olympic Games, and like you could tell like he probably was on something, or he was just
Who
Hitler.
was?
Hitler. Because like that was a big thing in the Nazi regime. Like they were all methed up. Like they were all doing amphetamines and shit. They weren't like doing it recreational. They were just doing it to stay sharp. But yeah, they were all meth heads. Like,
Yeah, there's no way you went to interesting stuff. It was mildly interesting.
Okay, Tyler. I
Because
don't know.
interesting stuff has hardly any upvotes throughout the
I
board.
probably will not go back. It was cool for what it was. I was bored as hell. I was there for 2 hours. If I could have been
Why'd
on
you go to
4chan,
that
I'd been on
subreddit
4chan.
then?
I just saw something, and it led me to that, and I was like, you know what, I'll just stick with this one.
Like literally, the front page has it from multiple, and it's like the best
The
of the
site
best at
was
the time.
confusing. I really was struggling to navigate it.
But look, mildly interesting. This pearl I found in an oyster I was eating. Like,
Yeah. It's just the site is convoluted. I don't support it. I don't.
you did today though.
Yeah. First time, last time.
Are you gonna wash your hands? Did you wash your hands afterward?
I don't know. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, I did. I think 'cause I ate some Cheez-It. They had free bags of little Cheez-Its, and I ate one, and then I went and washed my hands, and then my car was ready.
after the Cheez-Its?
Yeah.
Why would you wash your hands after that?
My hands were dirty from eating. It was white cheddar Cheez-Its.
Just brush it on your clothes.
Yeah, Tyler.
What were you wearing? Was it black? Was it dark?
No, it was what I was wearing, what you saw me in. from
So like
back from
shorts or
Kroger.
something?
The sweatpants and that shirt, what you saw me wearing.
It's sweatpants. It doesn't matter what gets on them.
Tyler. You're dirty.
That was dirty.
You're pentakill.
Yeah, I'm so fucking. Hey, future me, insert the clip of me getting a pentakill.
Yeah, you're going to insert it.
Yeah, maybe. If I
I mean,
remember.
do you think our listeners are going to want to see that?
What do you-
Yeah,
I mean-
baby. I'm super proud of it. Like,
I mean, Ray, look at this. Mildly interesting. With the flair, quality post. These bacon slices look like an evil clown.
Damn, they do that.
let me see.
That's what I'm saying. That kind of stuff is cool. Like, one had this
Yeah.
machine that got rid of, like, green apples or green tomatoes or
Yeah,
something.
like,
It was
Reddit's
going
like a
super
perfect like,
fast.
time waster at work. Like, that is really how I got big. Like,
Yeah. If
Yeah.
I have free time, it's just
I mean,
what's on the
4chan
front
is
page,
too.
so-
You look at that's literally well, yes.
4chan
this
has
page is
work
mostly
safe
fat.
boards.
I know, but I'm just saying 4chan also. Well, you can get rated. They get rated too. Like,
I mean, travel, ever since I've been going on travel, there's never been anything inappropriate. Like, every time I've been on there, there's not anything.
Well,
Like,
4chan?
some
Well,
people
not
go on there and say,
images,
like,
but-
the hard R and stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, no images. Like, yeah. I mean, yeah, poll sucks. It's a cancer of 4chan. Most of it's bots. We all know
Yeah.
that. But, yeah, I mean, it is a cancer. I mean, 4chan has been sucky for a while. This isn't a recent
But do you
thing.
think that's
This
because of
isn't
the
a this year
ownership or
thing.
just the crowd who goes there?
It's the crowd, but even
Yeah.
before poll, it was still it had
4chan's
been
not
going
what it used to be.
downhill. It had
Really?
been going downhill even before poll. So it's
I still go
whatever.
to it pretty much every day though.
I go to travel.
I will say I went to it before like we came here tonight. That was probably the first time in at least a week.
I just go to travel. Like even X sucks now for the most part. I don't really go there anymore. I just go to travel. That's it.
Go to TV, Co, B,
Travel's a slow board too, so it's like you can go there once, like maybe
You're good
twice
for-
a week.
I'll go to
and
X.
You're
I'll
good.
go to X every now and again.
It's sex sucks for the most part. There's really not any good OC. It's just a bunch of shit. Same stuff.
I do occasionally go to Torrance just to see if there's anything I might want to.
I mean,
but
you go to
even then-
CGL.
He does, yeah.
What?
CGL.
I go there
Cosplay.
just to get to 4chan.
What?
If I go to Google,
When you
if
go
I-
there, you're on 4chan.
If I go to Google, I type
$1,000.
CGL. It's like the first or second link. Click it. I'm there. Go to the topics. Go to where
You
I
don't
want
look
to
at
go to.
anything on CGL anymore?
I
Is there not a MomoCon thread yet?
No, I actually tried to look today for a MomoCon thread, and it's not there.
Damn,
Like,
MomoCon
CGL does
sucks.
not really talk about most of the
They
Georgia
do.
cons. Like,
AWA always has a thread.
that one is like the
and
best
Dragon
one,
Con
but
as
even
well.
Is
still.
it like top 10 biggest like anime conventions?
MomoCon is in that list as well, like right under AWA.
But I'm
Well,
saying like MomoCon gets like
But it's been around longer.
MomoCon either gets derailed because someone's
AWA.
always shitting on it, or just no one's
MomoCon's been around
interested in
for a
talking
while.
about it.
Because
It's the
MomoCon
15th year. 15th year. They've
MomoCon
been
used to
like-
be the Georgia Tech Free
Yeah.
convention.
Even Dragon Con doesn't really get that many posts. Maybe after for like picture sharing, but AWA is the best one.
Dragon Con's always had a bigger Facebook presence.
Yeah.
Yeah, MomoCon's going to be is a big proving ground for Tyler this year. A lot of big changes have to happen for him, or
It's do or die time.
yeah.
It's not up to us. We don't
Yeah,
make
it
the
really
rules.
is.
Y'all just made the rules.
You were given like 5 years. Like
He really was. Jesus Christ. We have known this girl since she was like, how old is she now? 22?
28. Like, but if we just realized, guys,
She
it's
became
been
older
10
than
years. Like,
We've known her since she was like 17.
Tyler's been preying on her.
And so she's like 22. That Yeah, it's like 5
Yeah.
years. Yeah, so 5 years. We've known her since she was 17.
What would you do if you betted a girl? And that's it, right? What would you do?
Dude, make me a lesbian?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
What
I
would you do
have
if
a
you
penis.
woke? What if you woke up the next day and they had an Indian accent, like Apu?
I guess I'd be G.I. Jersey.
So they
Get
were
Indian.
were non-Indian when he betted
Good
them,
call,
but
Pat.
they woke up with an Indian accent. Like what
No.
happened?
No, he thought he was fucking a girl, but it woke up to be an Indian man, and it's not Nil. It's somebody with a typical Indian accent. He walked away.
That reminds me. Do y'all ever like listen to or download any of these like free songs from Adult Swim's
Yeah,
music stuff?
I'll listen to it. Yeah,
Like there's some songs when they play the commercial, I really like them, but I just never go to hear the full thing.
they put them all up on YouTube and stuff. That's usually when I see them.
Is it good music?
Sometimes not.
I mean-
it's a grab bag. Like,
Yeah, I mean sometimes they're promoting like smaller guys. Other times they just really like the music. They'll put it up there. So
shut up.
they do.
See, I just look at him. Just shut up. Shut the fuck up, Tyler.
Did you get another?
Yeah, my second one. I didn't know how many I was going to drink tonight because I was thinking about trying to save some of those for tomorrow for WrestleMania, but then I thought about buying another 6-pack because it's a 7-hour event. It's
Yeah,
like-
I mean,
so
how
I figure
far are we
I,
into this
I
podcast?
feel like I could.
Wrestle- So what are you looking forward to going to WrestleMania? John Cena, of course.
He's not actually. He's not on the card. They have more Taker.
You
not
think he's
on the
going to show
card.
up at all?
I unless
That was a big thing. Taker's not in it at all. This is like the first time, right?
I mean in a while. He hadn't been in some before.
I know, but I'm
Undertaker
saying like,
retired.
he's made like event. Like he showed up, hasn't he?
He was there last year. There were some manias about his streak when he had the streak that he wasn't there. I can't name the specific ones, but he wasn't at some, and because he was hurt or whatever. I can't remember the last one he wasn't on. Yeah, it's been a while.
People
Like,
are
I
kind
can't
of like.
remember the last
I remember
one.
that
he
was like
on.
some big controversy on Twitter.
Well, there's just so Cena could be on the card because there's a match that has Rey Mysterio in it. Rey Mysterio hurt his ankle Monday. I might be behind on this, but from last time I read, yeah, he was like in doubt, and so he was wrestling this guy Samoa Joe for the United States Championship, and people had speculated that Cena could have gotten that match. I speculated that. I don't know if anybody else did. So I could see him maybe coming and doing that, wrestling that guy for that match, and I had this little storyline I set up for Cena. He's tied with Ric Flair right now for most WWE World Championship reigns, and I was thinking maybe he did wrestle Samoa Joe, lose, and then he goes on a redemption storyline to win the WWE Championship and break Flair's record.
Ooh.
Maybe they do that. I don't know. I doubt it. But right now, yeah, Cena's not confirmed. Neither is Taker. I don't know how you could have Taker there last year. They kind of foreshadowed him coming because Cena kept calling him out on Raws, and he never showed up.
wasn't it like official like he retired or whatever this like last year?
It's not official. I mean, and last time I read an interview for him, he said, yeah, he was still going to work some dates, just not as many as last year. Last year he worked Mania, and then they did 4. Did they do 4 or 3? Fuck. They did 1 Australian show, 2 Saudi Arabia shows. They did 3 overseas shows. He worked all of those. So he worked 4 shows in total from what I can remember. And he said he was not going to work that many this year. He's like, no.
Is Undertaker still like a really good record, like of wins? Like, is he undefeated, or does he have a really good?
He's lost 2 matches at Mania. He lost to Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns sucks.
The overall record, I think, is 25 or 26-2. Could be wrong on that.
But still, pretty much.
He didn't get to 25.
Probably written that way.
Didn't he lose at 23 or 24?
He lost at 22.
Okay.
And so I think he's beat
still,
3
overall,
people since then. 'Cause I know he beat Bray Wyatt, he beat Shane McMahon, and he beat Cena. So I want to say he's 25-2.
But still, overall, it's like one of the best records. I mean, he doesn't
probably
appear
the
that
best
often.
record. Yeah, I mean, probably the best record. I would still think.
I know people were mad he didn't get 25. They thought at least just for the novelty they were going to let him get.
I mean, I don't think they should ever broke it, but it was his call. Like, it wasn't somebody else's
25
decision.
and retire.
I mean, he made the decision to lose to Brock. He had the call on it, and that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to put over Brock, so that's what he did. I mean, you know, let the man do what he wanted to do with his career. I mean, yeah, fans' opinion, he shouldn't have done it, but he wanted to do it, and it was his choice. So, fuck it. But yeah, he's not advertised. I don't see how they could have him in there unless they do the other thing I said, where if Cena doesn't replace Mysterio, yeah, maybe Taker comes out. And I'd speculated on possible opponents for Taker this year, and Samoa Joe was one of them. So maybe, yeah, they do have him come out. It's just we don't need to see Taker win the United States Championship. So if he does make that match happen, it should just be a non-title. Like, okay, Mysterio's out. You have Samoa Joe go out there and talk shit, saying, yeah, he retains his championship. Like, Mysterio to vacate. Then, yeah, you have the gong sound. And then, yeah, Taker comes out there and beats him. But it turns out to be a non-title match. But, you know, Taker wins and Joe takes the loss, whatever. They could do that. That would pop the crowd real big. I think that would pop it bigger than Cena. Because you could still have Cena come out, and that would pop the crowd big, too. But if you definitely had the gong sound off and then Taker came out and wrestled with Joe, yeah, the crowd would go crazy. That'd probably be the big Mania surprise. And that might be the only thing they could do. Because like I said, last year they just kept having Cena call him out on Raws. And then you weren't sure if he was going to show up, but it was kind of obvious. Then he did show up at the last minute at Mania. So what do you do this year? Don't have anybody call him out, but just have him show up at Mania and wrestle a match. I mean, but then what do you do after that? Like, I don't know, you know.
So Rey Mysterio, is he still going around? Like,
yeah, he's still pretty good in the ring.
He's like pretty big, like in the mid 2000s.
Yeah, he's old. He's in his late 40s. I don't think he should be wrestling anymore, but he still can go in the ring.
He's still short
but
as
his
hell.
knees are like fucking cardboard. Like they're fucking paper mache. His knees are fucked up.
Well, yeah.
He really shouldn't be wrestling, but he's still getting paid.
The 369 people still?
Yeah.
Is it
619?
619.
619 people.
Yeah, still the 619. I mean, it's not a complicated movie. Literally just runs the ropes and then spins around.
But he's still able to do it, though?
Yeah, it's not that hard.
So when's Hogan get back in the ring?
He's not. He is back with WWE after all that racist shit he said, but he's not going to wrestle again.
But he's back? Like, he's like
63, Justin.
Like, what does he do? Like, he'll just like commentate.
He came out there, Gene.
Parmesan.
I can't think of the guy's name.
Gene Parmesan.
No, the famous ring announcer. He just died recently, Gene Okerlund, and he came out there and gave a little speech before it on Raw, and that's the last thing he did. So, I mean, the thing I'm looking forward to most in Mania, probably the main event. The women are main eventing Mania for the first time in history.
For real?
Yeah, triple threat: Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Ronda Rousey for both the SmackDown and Raw Women's Championships. And so I'm looking forward to that. I think probably that's the most. I am looking forward to the Brock Lesnar Seth Rollins match. Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston for the WWE Championship. That'll be cool. I mean, if Kofi wins it, he'll be the first all-black WWE champion in WWE history.
Do you want him to get it?
I do, just because he'll make history. Because the only other black champion they had, and he was only half black, was The Rock.
Booker T.
Booker T was a WWC World Heavyweight Champion. He never became a WWE Champion. He had the
Why
World
not?
Heavyweight Champion, but never the WWE. So, yeah, I mean, that Kofi would really make history, but I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. I really think Vince is going to be a dick. It's not going to happen. Kofi's not going to win it. And then I still think I just know they want Cena to break Flair's record, and I still think at some point Cena's going to come back and do it. And I could see him beat Bryan to do it. So, it's what I think is going to happen. Sorry, Kofi, your black ass gonna be in the back of the bus. I guess you might get the.
You said you wanted to get it to make history.
Gonna be in the back of the bus.
I don't
And
think.
New Day probably gonna break up soon too, because they've been together for like 5 fucking years.
I know, right?
You proud of Xavier Woods? Everything he's done.
Mm-hmm.
You want to have him on the podcast?
After New Day, yeah.
He
After
still,
New Day
he still
breaks.
goes to DragonCon, like,
He wasn't there this last year.
yeah, he was.
We saw him at the Hooters, but he wasn't really there. I don't think he attended. His leg was fucked up, so he couldn't really
I've
walk around.
seen, like, Instagram vids or Facebook videos, like, he was there, so.
We didn't see him, though,
He
this
was
time.
in costume at least once.
We used to see him every year. We didn't see him this past year just at Hooters.
I mean, he might
We
not have
didn't see
been
him in
part of, like,
costume.
the actual
took a
wrestling
picture
thing,
with
but he
him
was
on
there,
Splash.
so.
I did. I didn't want to bother him. He was with his close friends, you could tell.
But you bothered him anyway.
I didn't. I didn't
You
say
didn't.
anything to him at Hooters.
You went.
Yeah, I did not.
Hey, Mr. Woods, can I get a
It's
picture
just, you
with
know,
you?
it has to be frustrating being a celebrity. It's like you go out to eat dinner with your fucking close friends in your hometown, and like all these people bombard you for pictures and autographs, and you're like, God damn it, I can't go to a fucking just
Yeah.
normal establishment and eat a fucking meal with my friends or family without
You know,
getting
there's a
asked for
song about
something.
that.
What?
Lifestyles of the rich and famous.
For real?
They're always complaining. Always complaining.
I don't think that's what that song is
If
about.
money is such a problem, well, they got mansions. I think we should rob them.
That's not what that song is about.
I mean, it's one of the.
It's
that's
not
one-
about being bothered in public.
I know, but I mean, it's one of the complaints of being rich and famous.
Yeah.
Didn't they
And I mean,
did the
it's
original
understandable,
Lifestyles of the Rich and
though.
Famous die?
I don't know.
That's one of them understandable complaints. I mean, you know, you'd get sick of it. Like, you go out to eat with your fucking friends. You can't go to like a
OMG,
normal.
is that X
You can't
person?
go to like a middle class establishment. You have to go eat at fine dining 5-star places where you know normal people aren't gonna fuck with you, and it's just like that would suck. It's like, yeah, I have to go eat around all these rich assholes who don't give a fuck about how much money I have because they have money. I can't just go to a fucking like, my God, I want a chicken junior from BK. Got to go through drive-through and wear like
It's a
sunglasses
chicken
and a
junior.
hat, like, you know, so nobody recognizes me. I can't go inside.
Yeah,
just- that would
I
suck.
That's why
Like-
I've always said, like, I wouldn't want to be like an on-screen actor. I'd rather be a writer or a voice actor, because then like I might get recognized, but only by like people that really know me like
Yeah.
that. But that's like, I feel like I could very
And you
easily-
still make the money too.
Well, yeah, not as big.
Not
as
as much. You
I mean, I
still
feel like-
make good
I feel like
money.
I probably, I don't know. I mean, I'd deal with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably just wouldn't like go walking around the street. Some psychopath will
I
kill me.
don't have
but
anything against acting. I would do a little on-screen stuff for sure.
We do guy on guy stuff or girl on girl.
Oh my God.
I mean, you man Lucy, you got to decide.
Well, you know,
What are you gonna be today?
I really do like women. I like men too. I am a very promiscuous person.
Are you
I
a
do like to
promiscuous
be
girl?
touched. And if I say otherwise in other podcasts, I am high that day. I'm high, and
High
I
as a
don't
kite.
know what I'm saying. These are my beliefs and the foundation of who I am as a person.
You're a person?
I like to be touched. That is my core value. I love to be touched.
Drugs
I
are a
need to be
problem.
touched. I wear shades at night. I think that shit's tight.
John said on the last podcast that Reed has done every drug under the sun, but that's really me. I have done every
you done
drug under
peyote?
the sun. Every
Ayahuasca?
drug under the sun, Tyler.
What's it called? Crocodile?
So
Is
that
that
should
it?
answer crocodile. Yep, don't you see my fucking bone right now? It made my skin fall off. That's what that shit does. That's not funny. Like I said, like I get upset about that. That's not
Not
funny.
funny.
That is actually what it does, though, to you.
It makes your bones come out of your skin?
It literally makes your flesh fall off your bone. Like, I'm not joking. You can look up a video. That's what it does.
Free ribs.
It's literally a cheap. You gotta think about it. What crocodile is essentially is a cheaper version of heroin. So think about how shitty heroin is already. Think about a cheaper version of that. People are injecting that into them. Yeah, there's actually a cheaper version of meth, like in Greece now, called Sisa, and it's literally you're smoking battery acid.
You said
It's
CISA?
called Sisa. You smoke it, and within 6 months you are dead. Like if you smoke it consistently for 6 months, you die.
So if you do it once,
If you do it,
just
once, you're
said-
fine. I say, yeah, if you smoke it like every day for 6 months, you are going to
so
die.
every day for 6 months, is it that addictive
Yeah.
to where it's going to be?
It's a cheaper
like, you need
version
to-
of meth. So yeah, I mean, meth's addictive. It's a cheaper version of meth.
You do meth, you're
It's
probably not gonna live a long
Like
time.
smoking battery acid. Yeah, it's horrible. We don't even like. That's one thing about America. Yeah, America's bad, but even our lower class has enough money to afford like crack, meth, and heroin. We don't have shit like crocodile and Sisa over here. Like that shit's over in like Europe, where they are like countries that are
Is it
broker than
crocodile in
America.
South America, though?
God,
The first time I heard about it was
bless
like in Russia. I want to
America.
say it was in Europe. I know for sure, like in Russia
Okay,
or
I can see
somewhere in
Russia,
Europe.
but
But yeah, I mean that there's some like in Greece is obviously they're bankrupt as a country. So I mean
Yeah,
all
they
these
do.
other broke ass countries they have cheaper
Yeah.
versions of shit that we consider cheap versions of stuff over here. Because
Oh.
like meth and crack is like the poor man's cocaine.
I was talking to some people at work the other day. Like, I had a friend on a forum that I was talking to him, and I used to play Smash Brothers Brawl with him online. and I was talking to him like on Vegapunk, like when like they overthrew their government. Like he said, he lived on like a hill in like a gated community, but he said he could look out and see like smoke from the town down the hill. Like there was just like riots in the streets and stuff, and I just thought that was cool. I was talking to somebody like as history was happening.
That's the thing about Lebanon. A lot of people have two houses. They have like one house maybe in like Beirut, but then they have a house up in the mountains. So like, yeah, if that ever happens, they like go to war or like a revolution happens, they can run to the mountains and like be away from. Because Beirut's right on the sea, so you know if enemies came at them, it'd be right there. So it's like that's how you escape all that. You go up into the mountains. Not that they can't get up there. I mean, your enemies could, but they're gonna have to go through the city first. You know?
I heard the Lebanese seas have the healing property from Mario 64.
What?
So you know how that was like
the bubbles you could get that brought your air back?
No, the first health system in Mario 64 introduced like you could take 6 hits, but your health system was also your oxygen. So if you got into water with 1 health and you went down, then you went back up to the air, you had full health. So it would heal you.
I didn't know that.
It made your health and oxygen were the same thing.
I did not know that.
Yeah, water.
Oh my god.
Water, like literally, it was like
maybe the Mediterranean's a real beautiful sea. It just sucks kind of a little bit in Lebanon because a lot of the public beaches are just dirty as shit.
Yeah.
There's trash in the fucking water and just it's dirty. The private beaches are clean.
I will say, speaking of trash,
but
and
the
you don't go on
Mediterranean
Reddit,
is beautiful.
there's this hashtag trash tag going around where people just go, I guess, at their communities or wherever there's a lot of trash. They clean it up. It probably takes like 2 hours to a whole day. But
don't get me wrong, it's not horrible. Like we went to a public beach. I mean, I swam in the water. It wasn't horrible, but yeah, like at one point, was there like an orange rind floating next to me? Yeah, like there's trash.
There's an orange rind.
Yeah, like,
that's natural.
It's not. I mean, it's just Lebanon and all. There's a lot of trash everywhere. And I hung out with my cousin by marriage. She lives in Germany, and she's like, yeah, one time I came up here and literally just took pictures of all the trash in random places. And yeah, I mean, we went and looked at like an old castle. There was trash everywhere. Not in the castle, but like around in the field. I mean, it's a small country, and that was like a big epidemic there for a while. It was just too much trash, and they didn't know what to do with it. It was just trash. It was just everywhere, and the government didn't know what to do about it, like how to get rid of all the trash.
You know, to burn it or export it.
And it's one of those countries. So a lot of people drink bottled water. It's just like the bottled water is like mafia over there. That's how you get water. That's if you want to drink clean water, like that's how you have to do it. And same thing like electricity. You have a local guy in your neighborhood who like runs a generator, and that's how you get electricity. It's like they're the mafia. You have to pay this local generator guy for your electricity, and sometimes your electricity just goes out. Your air just goes out for hours at a time. Nothing you can do about it.
I was gonna say, is that because you didn't pay, or just like
you didn't pay, or it just goes out for whatever reason? I mean, of course, the more money you have, the longer your generator's going to run. It's just one of those things. Like, yeah. That's how it is over in third world country. I mean, I don't know if I consider Lebanon a third world. I feel like it's a second world. I don't think I consider it a third world.
You don't hear the term second world often, though.
It's a thing, though.
Yeah. I mean, there has to be something between first
I really don't think
third.
Lebanon's a third world country. I really would think it's a second world. Maybe my cousins would get pissed off and say it's a first world country. I do not think it's a first world country. I think at one point it was, before the Civil War. It was considered the Paris of the Middle East, and yeah, I would say then it might have been a first world, but the Civil War really fucked up a lot of shit. And there's been wars since then. You know, there's been conflicts with Israel. Thank you, Justin. And so, yeah, I would say it's a second world country at this point. I don't think it's a third world.
Oh, okay. So apparently the term third world comes from the Cold War.
Yeah.
And literally it doesn't.
Why did you say it like that?
That's what I'm discovering this myself. Like, it comes from the Cold War. Pretty much first world countries were United States, UK allies, and the second world countries, the Axis, and third world were the neutral countries.
Jeez.
It really has nothing to do with status. That's just what people, it might have been adopted. Apparently that's where it comes from.
I mean, but second world countries are a thing.
Yeah.
Like, there are second world. I don't know. There's not fourth world countries, though.
Yeah, no.
There are fourth world countries?
No, literally,
I'm about to say, third world.
Literally, it was the U.S. and the U.K. and everybody, the allies.
What is it now, though?
That's what it means. People are just saying like third world country. Like,
I'm sure there's a official
by that
list.
definition, Japan is a second world country.
No,
but I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
changed. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure there's an official list now of like these are first world countries, these are second world, these are third world. I'm sure we could find it if we looked hard enough.
I'm looking at it now.
It's the current list, 2010 census list, Justin.
So Justin, Promise Neverland, they're advertising on Tsunami as we're recording this.
Yeah,
it looks good.
Good series.
Yeah, I love.
It's a big lolly series, though.
I've already heard like the overall like what's going to happen, but
because I don't have that site, I don't have the Shonen Jump site. It's not on that site that we go to for Dr. Stone. They don't have it on there.
I don't go to that for Dr. Stone.
I was about to say, I
Gotta
already
show
know
them
like they're
jump
pretty
back.
much like raised as like lambs to the slaughter, pretty much. But
Yeah.
When's the last time you got like a physical copy of Shonen Jump?
They don't have the physical magazine anymore. Oh, you mean like
When did-
manga volume?
When did it get discontinued?
Like 20.
At least
they
two.
announced it in when I was at UGA, so 2011.
That's crazy. Were you sad that day when it just
Well,
stopped?
they moved to online. It only made sense. Print media is dead, like
Yeah, it is. yeah.
dying.
The Macon,
Not in
is
Japan,
Macon
though,
still going to close all the bookstore, all the libraries? Is that still a thing
I
happening?
thought it was
Did it already happen?
Tyler.
what? I all heard about closing bookstores.
I mean, is the bookstore still on your road? Or library? Not bookstore, the library?
It's, I mean, the building's there, and I see cars there. If I'm like daytime and I have
Then
to
I
go
can
by
find
there,
you.
but
I don't think it's happened then yet. Yeah.
I feel like most people use it for the internet.
I think MLK is still a thing, too.
What that library?
Well, the
Oh,
one
you mean
down,
the
the one
Washington?
downtown, the
Yeah.
Washington.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Washington.
MLK.
Yeah, again, like the
I
buildings
mean,
are there,
mine
and I
used to
see
work there.
people there at certain if I'm passing by certain times of the day. But
What are you doing with those cans?
they're just in the sink.
Good.
I didn't know if you wanted to throw away or not. So
Yeah, I'll take care of it after the podcast.
woo!
So, what do you think about that Joker trailer?
I did not watch it.
I haven't watched it
Because
either.
I don't like Joaquin Phoenix. I've never liked him.
Really?
You do know-
loved him in X-Men.
Nope.
Reed,
Who's
you
your
do,
favorite
you
part
do
of
know
X-Men?
when we all were like comparing ourselves to like how we look as celebrities. I was Joaquin Phoenix.
Yep.
Fuck, he hates me.
I've never liked Joaquin Phoenix, probably
I
ever
mean,
since I was a
What
kid.
was it?
and
Mine
watched
fucking
Gladiator.
Jonah Hill.
At the time, it was yes.
I think Joaquin Phoenix is overrated. I think a lot of people suck his dick. And, like, he wasn't that good in Gladiator. That fucking Her
Didn't
movie
watch
came
that
out,
movie.
and, like, all these hipster girls fell in love with him. And I cannot name another goddamn thing he's been in.
I really couldn't. Like, I know the name. I just don't know what he's in.
Do I like the movie? I mean, do I like the way the movie looks? I was like, I honestly just feel like DC has no goddamn idea what they're doing. Like I was like, and they're just like greenlighting all these movies. Like I looked it up last night after Shazam. The next DC movie is apparently next spring. We're getting a Harley Quinn movie with her and a bunch of other villainous women.
Is it the same actress who played her?
Yeah,
Margot Robbie.
So I
Margot
mean,
Robbie,
you'll
yeah.
you'll get some eye candy. But
Woo!
like, and then after that, it's Wonder Woman 1984. And I was
So
like,
mainly the Harley Quinn movies is fan service to guys. Right?
Probably.
It sounds like her, and I guess like Poison Ivy. Like
I mean,
a bunch of,
depending on who sees it, they could say it's like empowering women.
How was Shazam?
I don't know how the
Shazam. It was probably one of. It probably is the best DC movie.
It's not grim dark, that's for sure.
Was it better than Captain Marvel?
Um.
Better than the Air Force jerking off
Yeah,
for 2
actually,
hours?
yeah. Actually, I would say I
Okay.
probably did like Shazam better than.
I was gonna say let's exclude the Air Force jerking off portion.
Okay, actually, hold on.
That was too much.
For Shazam, I liked the parts where like it was like the kid dealing with like the family thing and like Shazam being Shazam, but the villain was kind of uninteresting.
Good
thought-
actor who played him though.
Yeah,
Isn't
Mark
The
Strong
Rock
was
playing
good.
Black Adam?
He was supposed to be in this movie, but he's not. He's apparently
Okay.
they're having a standalone. I looked this up last night. I was like kind of curious. While y'all were
Yeah.
playing shooting pool. Apparently, there's going to be a Black Adam standalone movie.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, The Rock, I guess, is big enough to have his own, of course, his own movie.
Yeah, he's not going to be like a one-off. They're probably going to try and make him like a recurring villain.
Yeah.
And they introduced Mr. Mind, and he's going to be the second villain. Like literally, Shazam's main three villains are that Dr. Stina, and then Mr. Mind and Black Adam. So pretty much there's his trilogy lined up.
Yeah.
Like
And you think the first one, this one's doing well enough financially to where the other two
I
are
didn't
gonna
check it, but I think it did like 12 million opening night, like the pre-release.
And our next big superhero movie's
It's
Endgame.
Endgame, and then
Yeah,
after
that's
that,
end of the month.
after
Did
that,
y'all get Thursday tickets? I heard they
No,
sold out and people
no,
are
okay,
selling them on
no,
eBay
so
for like $500
in
or
big
something.
areas,
I've seen
yes, like,
500, 1,000, like
in
more
like
than that.
in like New
Jesus.
York and stuff, yes, but literally like our local theater, it's still up. Like there's no.
Oh, I haven't even bought pre-tickets, so
I've thought it's only $10.75.
Are y'all doing it?
I
so it's
think
like
I
5
might.
cents more. Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm so behind on the Marvel movies. I mean, I really am.
have you watched Infinity War yet?
I saw some of Infinity War at work. Like a coworker put it
They're on
on, and I saw
Netflix.
some of it.
They're on Netflix, like most of the recent ones.
I can't remember when the last one was I saw.
Guardians 2?
I did see Guardians too.
Okay, because I remember you and me
Ant-Man
talking
and the
about
Wasp.
I saw Ant-Man.
Okay, so
Not
not the
the
second
Ant-Man
one.
and the Wasp, yeah.
that. Ant-Man, that's
I
on
never even saw. I saw bits of Black Panther at work too. I never saw the whole
Black
thing.
Panther. You said you're not going to watch it.
I
I'd
saw
say
bits and
the
pieces
majority
at
of
work.
Black
Literally,
Panther movie
like-
don't really even need to
I
have
think that's where I
for
fell off.
Infinity
I mean,
War.
what came out after Guardians 2?
I think it was Black Panther.
Yeah, I didn't-
that
So
and-
literally
was
all-
it Doctor Strange or was Doctor
I
Strange?
seen
then?
Doctor. We saw Doctor Strange
Yeah.
together.
Okay.
Literally all of the it went Guardians, Doctor Strange. Literally all the like last 6 movies are on Netflix.
Well, what it was after Guardians? You said it was Ant-Man and Wasp.
Mm-hmm.
And
Black
then
Panther.
Infinity
That was it.
Wars. Is that
Yeah.
it? Just missed 3.
Was
I missed
Ragnarok?
more than that.
Yeah, Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Never saw
That's
that.
on. It's actually they finally made a good Thor movie,
Okay.
so that one's actually worth a watch. It's got some okay visuals.
I remember at one point I caught up because like I hadn't seen like Ant-Man. I remember I went back and watched Ant-Man, and I went back and watched Guardians too because
We watched that out in Colorado.
Yeah, and so I remember at one point I went and caught up, and then I just was like, whatever.
Yeah, they have Infinity War, Thor Ragnarok, Black Panther, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and Guardians 2.
What
on
came out
Netflix.
before Guardians 2? Are you looking
I
at the
was-
list? I thought you
I
were
was-
looking at the list.
I just looked what they had
Okay.
on Netflix.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, man. Like, I mean, just watch them. Like, I told them, like, I'm honestly like,
It's just I'm not going to see Endgame with you guys. I mean, that's the 26th.
22nd?
25th, technically.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
it comes out on the 26th.
I'm not going to be here that weekend.
How do you know?
I mean, I looked ahead. I already got all my weekends for making in Atlanta planned out.
Huh?
I said I already got all my weekends for making in Atlanta.
I mean, I thought
planned out.
given the recent update. That's why I'm not speaking specifics.
I'm actually, before all that happened, I actually planned a trip to Puerto Rico.
Ooh.
For real?
Well, my buddy's going, so I was only having to pay for plane ticket. I had a free place to stay for 5 days, and I'm not really having. His dad's going too, so that's really all I had to pay
I
for.
was about to say, do we know
ticket.
Buddy or no?
Taylor?
Okay.
Yeah. So it was. I already bought the plane ticket, and I couldn't cancel.
Yeah.
And it was really cheap plane ticket. It was like round trip. It was like $230.
I was about to say, well, like, you said you're staying with his family friend, or?
It's him and his dad, and yeah, he has a place for us to stay. For
Okay, I was about to say, like, you know, a lot of places in Puerto Rico still have, like, power outages. So.
Yeah. So he's been many times, and he's working on a farm. So he has a place for us to stay for free. So I really just had to buy the plane ticket. It's like a 5-day trip. I'm leaving like the Wednesday the 17th and coming back the 21st, which is like a Monday. So
You can have fun?
Yeah.
What if you go there and you're miserable?
I mean,
What
it'll
if you
be
meet
with
your
Taylor,
wife?
so I think it'll be fun. I mean, you can get drunk. And,
Are you going to be saying racial slurs the whole time?
Maybe. His dad. I mean, I met his dad too. His dad's real nice. So I mean, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a fun little 5-day trip, and it was cheap, so I just took advantage of it.
Oh, speaking of trips, person at the bar last night you said was looking good. Did you know they were going to Coachella?
Good for her. She has money then.
I
This is your
looked it up.
barber. This is your
Expensive.
barber shop story all over again.
I mean,
like,
it's
just like,
expensive to do that type of shit.
Well, no,
'cause
it's
having
like
to get a
her
fucking flight
and-
out there, then
to
to pay for the
California,
event.
yeah.
It's her and like 2 to 3 other people. So I mean, I guess some costs will be split, like room. But I did not know Coachella was like a 9-day event.
Yeah,
I thought it was like a weekend or.
Probably the most expensive music festival
Yeah,
in the
probably
world.
easily.
I really thought it was like a weekend to 5-day event until I
no,
looked it
it's
up.
Fuck
it's
Coachella.
spread over 2 weekends. It's like there's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, it
then
starts
there's a
Friday.
I would
goes to
support Coachella.
It's like Friday to
Monday-
the next Sunday. I think.
Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck Coachella.
Still though.
Yeah, you pretty much people only go on the days where like they want like there's at least a couple people you want to see.
Yeah.
Like you don't just like
Yeah, if you're gonna spend that much money, like, cause Shaky Beats is coming, and there's only like 2 bands I want to see, or Shaky Knees, and there's only like 2 bands I want to see, but they're on different days. And it's like $100 a day,
Yeah.
and I'm like, if I'm paying $100 a day, there at least needs to be like 4 bands I want to see in that one day, like $25 a band. I'm not paying $100 to see one band.
That's
what
So
happened.
that's why I like how Coachella is too. If you're gonna pay that much money, it needs to be worth it.
That's
to
what
see
happened
enough
when we went to
bands.
Warped. I pretty much like I had bands I wanted to see, and Chad had bands him and Alan wanted to go see. So I was kind of like doing my own thing for most of that day.
Yeah.
I will say though, like
Yeah, Tyler.
Coachella
It's
is
just
kinda
it's just
history
no,
central,
yeah,
though.
Tyler. It's what are you talking about? It's not a 9-day event. I thought
I didn't think
it
so.
is
I was
2
like-
weekends.
It's like one Friday.
It is the 12th through 14th. Then it's the 19th through the 21st.
It's 6 days though.
What the fuck are they gonna do Monday through Thursday? Here's Jimmy Buffett. like,
Actually,
Tuesday night headlining. Like,
they know a guy in California. They can just either hang with him or he can show them around.
all right,
How
I
do you
get that.
know all this stuff?
Because he used to work at Reboot.
Oh, is it that guy?
Yeah, it's Jason.
I thought he was doing.
No.
Who's Jason?
He used to work at Reboot.
I don't know who that is.
You gotta understand, this is his world.
Is that the
and,
guy?
like,
Was that
this
the guy who
is-
used to manage it? No.
No.
Who's that guy? The blonde.
He was a
hair
black guy who used to. I mean, he is.
You really want to be Cheers?
But he used to mainly work on Mondays, and I would go there for like the Cards Against Humanity, and he would always be bartending. So
I remember you did that, and I was like, Tyler, that just doesn't even sound like a fun event.
you had the potential for bar credit winnings. I never won because they didn't like my answers. I thought they were funny sometimes. Other
Yeah,
times,
that's like Cards Against Humanity. Like you got to do it. Like if like you got to know who you're playing to. Like
I know, but I will say one of my best answers though is blank is it's either blank or white people really love blank, and I put finger painting. So they enjoyed it.
That's a barbershop story I've ever heard one.
How? I at least finished this story.
Tyler, it's just not that.
I just thought about it. Why did you tell me that she was doing that? I don't understand why that was.
Trips.
Okay.
You got a trip. She got a trip.
I've actually thought about for my June
next trip.
I've actually thought about it for my June vacation. I thought about going somewhere. Don't know where, but I kind of want to fly somewhere.
Is MomoCon y'all's next event?
Technically.
Yeah, and then I'd be
the beer
going.
Festival.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
like what 2 weekends away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3?
Are you gonna be in town for that?
I bought my ticket, so yes. I bought it weeks ago, so yeah.
I think he's just gonna go.
Everybody's coming
pretty
to that.
much.
That's gonna be a fun time. Everybody's gonna be here for that. Like the whole Atlanta crew, then y'all too. You know, maybe if you could get John to come, I don't know.
I doubt.
Yeah.
Actually, I know. I think that entire weekend, if it's not the weekend after, is a Magic pre-release, so he's not going to be there.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I mean I guess that's our next little thing. But then yeah, MomoCon at the end of May. I'm gonna try to have the cookout still, one in June, one in July, but it all depends on when my parents are going.
Well, I thought you were doing a May too.
No. I didn't do a May last year.
I thought you did. I thought you did at least 3.
Oh yeah, I did. And this year I said I was just doing 2.
Okay.
Well, one of them was small, wasn't it? It was like 6 people. I thought one of them wasn't a big one. I know 2 of them were big. Like June and July. I thought maybe the May one was just small.
I think it was the July one that was small
Maybe.
because everybody either couldn't do it or
I thought the July
tired.
was the big one. I thought July was like the 20 or 25 per person one. I think it was. Maybe not. I don't know.
I know the first one was decently sized. I don't know if that was the 6th one or not.
I don't
But
know. I am gonna try to do the cookout. It just all depends on when my parents are gonna be here. So that's really all I'm waiting on for those right now. I just don't know when I'm gonna do them because I don't know what
why
they're
don't
doing.
you want people here when they're here?
So we can stay up all night and be loud as shit and not worry about.
Yeah.
And some people I've swept upstairs.
When you usually
at the
do them
last
on
one, too.
Saturdays or
Yeah.
Fridays?
I don't know, Saturdays. I think,
Saturday.
yeah.
Because I work early on Sundays now. What? I'm just saying, like.
I mean, I think they were always done on Saturdays. 'Cause,
Yeah.
everybody had Saturday off.
Yeah.
Like normal people who work Monday through Friday always
Yeah.
had Saturday. Like you, I thought you were going to a Monday through Friday schedule.
No.
I thought that's what
His
happened.
I
schedule
mean, I can,
mainly
I
do
can
it.
have that day off if I want, but.
Like, most of his
I
schedules
mean,
do.
you guys didn't
is
stay all night.
around
You
trucks.
guys left. I mean, I had
Yeah.
people who did stay out overnight and slept here. You guys didn't. Y'all left.
Yeah, we also live local. I don't know how local some of the other people
And some
are.
local
But
people stayed, like my sister. She does not live here. She lives locally. She
You know-
stayed over.
I mean, there's also the
Travis, no Travis.
either
left.
used to live here or just
Yeah, Travis
driving
admitted to
drunk.
that oil thing, but I couldn't tell if he's being serious or not. I kept calling him on it, and he was like, "Yeah, I did it, Reed, fine." And I was just like, I just know you
Admitted to
did."
what?
Remember, like somebody spilled all that oil in there,
Oh, yeah.
and we all thought it was Travis. It had to be Travis because I told him to do it. And then right after it, after we found it later, but after he went and did that, he left. You know, he said he emptied the oil, but he left right after. He said he had to go home, but he wouldn't tell me why. He was supposed to hang out. Then, yeah, we found the oil later on that night. And it was just like, but then he swore up and down he did not do it. And it was just like, okay, Travis. And then come to find out, yeah, Travis, I gave him some shrooms, but I didn't know I gave him as much as I did because I was kind of drunk. I was only going to give him 2 grams, ended up giving him 5. So Travis ate 5 grams of shrooms, and then he went and did that oil thing. He said he didn't do it. And I'm like, are you sure, Travis? You were on 5 grams of mushrooms. Yeah.
Then he drove
And
home.
he said they weren't that strong. He's like, yeah, they weren't even that strong. And he was like, okay, 5 grams, Travis, really? Weren't that strong?
2.5 times what you were gonna give him.
Yeah. Whatever. That's not happening again. It's just no. We have a new fryer now. It's an air fryer. One of the air fryers. You heard of those?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have one of those now.
Reed's rich.
My parents bought it, but it's upstairs. I mean, we probably would just use that this year because it's just less cost. I don't have to buy oil.
Yeah.
I really low.
Yeah.
I don't have to buy oil, and yeah.
You can use coconut oil this year?
I said I didn't have to buy oil.
As long as it's not peanut oil, I can taste that shit.
I'll let Justin cut the vegetables. That's his job, but I have to make sure he washes them, since that's not a thing sometimes, obviously.
It didn't matter.
It did.
Nobody ate the tomatoes.
I did.
You bought the wrong kind of tomatoes.
Roma tomatoes?
Those are not the kind for burgers.
What kind?
Slicer tomatoes.
Slicer tomatoes. I've been there a week or two, and I know this shit now.
Most Kroger
I told
tomatoes
you-
I get nowadays are just shit. I don't know about
Yeah,
y'all's Kroger, but the ones up in
I told
Atlanta
you
are
to
just
let me.
shit.
I told you I'll cover the veggies next time because I can
Yeah,
pick
like
out
we
some good
know.
ones.
Shit.
I don't know if I'm just picking them out wrong or what, but it seems like all the
Probably.
tomatoes I've been getting have just been shit from Kroger.
Yeah.
What? Do you feel them?
Yeah, they feel fine. They just when I cut them up, they're shit.
Do you look at the stem?
I mean, am I right? Are y'all's tomatoes been shit lately? Have y'all been getting bad shipments or
Yeah. It's been a rough year.
for tomatoes?
Yeah.
Why? Why you look like that?
I know that.
Something like beeped and I didn't know what it was, and I was just making sure nothing fucking fucked
Why has
up.
it been a rough year for tomatoes?
I don't know,
Oh,
I just
you
said
know,
that. I was just making a
global warming.
I was making a blanket statement, but standing firm on it.
Yeah. I don't know. We got on the cookout, so talking about the trips. I mean, I guess I don't have any trip after the Puerto Rico thing, and then just MomoCon, and then the cookouts in June and July, and then August is a jam-packed month with Dragon Con.
At the end of the month. But
Still thinking about doing Vegas too. So
I'm just thinking of a trip I might do for myself in June.
you don't know what though. Your
No.
bitch ass ain't gonna go nowhere.
Like
I
I
know,
told
mine.
him, if I take like a midsummer second vacation, it's literally just gonna be I'm sitting in my bed watching games done quick. And
he's
I ain't
gonna
doing
watch
shit
a
else.
stream event he's taking a vacay for a stream event.
Yeah, I mean, where do you really want to go? By
Seattle.
yourself.
Seattle.
By yourself.
Hello, Meattle. No,
You
I thought
don't.
about like maybe driving up to like Myrtle Beach or something like that.
And doing what?
I don't know, just taking a few days to myself, man.
You're a bitch ass. You'll do that. You'll drive like 5 days somewhere, then just turn around and drive back. Like that's it. You'll just want to drive. It's like, really, your vacation just spent driving. Yep.
Hell
I could
yeah.
see you, Justin.
Just driving, getting in traffic, getting angry. I mean, I'll be up in Atlanta on next Friday.
Whatever happened to your whole birthday thing we talked about doing, where everybody's gonna come up and we're gonna go eat Breakers
None
or
of my
somewhere?
friends said anything. They said no, we don't like you.
We said we'd do it. You just
You
never
said-
picked a date.
You said that on the podcast, but your eyes said no.
You just never picked a date.
I mean, we all work.
It would have been a weekend.
Boy twerks.
Because that's when John has off. Like, it would have just been needed to be a weekend
Doesn't
thing, like
matter
a
to me.
Saturday.
So like next Friday, I don't know when I'm gonna get. Like, let I get off at 3, but I'm thinking about going in early, or this Friday actually.
I'm actually probably going to be in town all this week because my parents are going to Tampa and they wanted me to stay here with my grandpa.
So I don't know when I'm gonna go up there. I thought about
I don't have
just
any
to
questions.
avoid parking. I might like where's a good spot to park for the masquerade for free?
There used to be this place right by Georgia State, but it's not available anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
parking is free after 7 downtown.
After
Like
eight.
on the road, like parking downtown is 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
I don't want
After
to go
that,
through
it's
all
free.
that.
You
I'm just
on
gonna
the side
park
of
at
the
your
road.
apartment and Uber over there.
You could do that too.
That's what I'm thinking about doing, honestly.
I mean, what time are you getting there? If it's after 7, you can park on the road on the side of the
But
street downtown
I don't
for free.
want to do that.
Okay,
I want to leave it
that's fine too.
in God's hands. Like,
I mean,
I'm
it
gonna
wouldn't
go
be
there.
it'd be a cheap Uber. Yeah, I mean, just
Yeah.
downtown, like $7.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, because I know last time I went there, I paid for parking there.
I just know last year I was getting pissed off Ubering to Dragon Con or lifting there. It was just too expensive to me. 'Cause I don't know, I added it up at the end of it all. It was like I spent like $40 or $50 on Lyft that whole weekend. 'Cause I was tipping like $5 every time too.
Yeah.
And it was just like, goddamn, I wish I could have just drove. I would have been $50 back in my pocket.
Yeah, you could have.
Yeah, just sucked.
What happened to those
I had,
years
like,
where you
Kenneth
parked on the
drop you
bridge
off.
and walked?
That bridge you can still do there, but it's kind of harder now because some restaurant opened up over there and it's usually always full. I don't know. I can't remember. I didn't want to walk one time this year. I remember because I know I was doing psychedelics one night, so I didn't want to walk that. Can't remember.
There was one night you stayed till like 6 a.m.
That was the night I did psychedelics. We were in
Yeah.
the room. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember I was like,
You and
just
Chad kept watching my
kept
Hero.
pulling out acid, and you were just like, "Well, Reed, if we're gonna keep drinking tequila, you got to do another acid." I was like, "That's not how that works, Justin." I'm like, "No,
You
this
gotta
shit."
do
I was like,
another
"One hit of this
acid.
acid, like 5 hours.
in
That's
that
not how
room,
this
man.
works."
God, I took like 6 shots tequila in that room, and then we had that
Warm
mixed
ass
drink.
tequila. God, that's why I didn't
And
want
we
to
were
do
sweating.
it.
We were
Nasty
sweating
as
in
fuck.
there. I can't
Alan
wait.
almost threw up. He like
I
dry
can't- yeah.
heaved.
I
It's
can't
just
wait.
next time we should go better prepared. Like actually bring like a cooler with like ice and drinks
No.
and stuff.
Yeah, at least
bring-
some water.
We don't bring that new world shit into that room.
A
It is-
cooler.
It is a world. It is a room of penance.
Can we find like just a backpack cooler?
I feel like this
No.
room I know one year we're gonna go in that room's gonna be sealed off.
I
Like
know,
something's gonna,
I know, I'm
because
so
somebody's gonna
scared.
figure out that like people are going in here and fucking around.
I'm so scared that's
Because
going to
they really
happen.
could catch a lawsuit. Because it's a breaker room. We could have just been flipping breakers. They
Yeah,
really could catch a
literally the entire
lawsuit.
just boom.
Yeah, they could really catch a lawsuit from that because it's just accessible like to the public.
Just
I
don't
love-
touch anything.
I wanted to so bad. I wanted to flip a
He
breaker on
thought
the
they were
floor.
individual rooms. I was like, no, Reed, that 26
like
means the
sections.
26th floor.
I
Like,
still just wanted to do it. Just it'd be funny.
I thought it was funny that you could just, like, literally, it's that easy. You go to the
Yeah.
second floor of this hotel, walk into this one room, boom.
Yeah, it's really a big
But
security flaw.
It didn't
like,
have, I don't think it had a lock on the door. I think it was just a regular door. I'm
it's a
hoping
big
it-
security flaw.
I hope it was a, and I just loved it. Like, literally, the only reason that made me do that is they were sitting trash bags down that hall, and I was like, "What's down there?" And I was like, I just see the door, and I just open it up, and like you, me, and Chad walk in.
Yeah.
Like
John left
the rest
us
is, yeah, the
like a
rest
little
is
bitch.
history.
Like he really did. Just he waited and then left us. It's like
My
really,
favorite
John
thing
did
about
come
that is
check on
you, me,
us.
and Chad walk in. Alan sends Autumn. He doesn't go check it out. So he sent his girlfriend. He sent his girlfriend to go check it out
Yeah,
first.
what a bitch. Him and John, both bitches, and
I mean,
Tyler. of
Alan
course.
went in.
I was like,
You wouldn't come.
I was
though.
like sick. I was in the room trying to sweat out whatever I had.
It seems like either you or Justin, one of y'all always get sick. Decon.
I get
we
You
sick
get-
got
after.
sick like 1 year.
I got food poisoning.
Yeah,
That's sick, technically.
Not you guys get like colds or something. Like I.
that happened to me
got
one
food
year, but I
poisoning.
didn't stay in the room. I just powered through it.
Twice
I go to
I've
work
gotten
when I'm
food
sick.
poisoning.
I did.
I got food poisoning from Hooters.
I just-
Checkers
'Cause you
gave me
ate
the
Hooters
shits one
twice?
year. I remember that's why I want you to that Checkers and then that
I just get
sushi place.
milkshakes. I just get milkshakes from there.
I've literally gotten poisoned for food 3 times in that area because two times in that food court, Checkers and that sushi place. I want to get that sushi place.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, dude, no. Mall food court sushi, I wouldn't trust it.
And
Like,
then
I had
Hooters.
that twice this year.
I've had the
goddamn
Hooters
fool.
since.
I had it the day after I was like trying to sweat it out too, and I was fine.
I just don't like that. Have it set up right there. I just don't trust.
I've
that.
had the Hooters since. I have not had the sushi place or Checkers, and I will not ever again.
That Chinese place usually gives me some poopies, but that's just Chinese food in general.
That's why I don't eat in that
Moe's.
food court a lot. Like Moe's is fine, Chick-fil-A is fine. Probably the only small business place in there is place that's the shawarmas. Like the GLC, that's the shawarmas.
Yeah,
That's good.
they were good.
That's it. That's the only small
I think
business place.
personally, I think you mean the people that eat there. I tried to get Chad and
It's
John
good
to.
as
They
fuck.
went not. I was like,
great
okay.
shawarma.
I was
Great
like,
shawarma.
they just went.
It's
You're saying
great.
swama?
Shawarma, yeah.
Like, I know what you're trying to say. It
They
just
were
sounds
like,
like
that
swama
don't-
to
It's
me.
just I want to take y'all to that Ruben's Deli place. It's right off site, right. I mean, it's just close. It's in within walking distance. And really, it's a really good deli. I love
Yeah,
it.
but during that time, during that event, like
it's
wouldn't
not
they be
that
like
fucking
packed?
far. No,
Did
because
you
a lot of
go
people
there
don't know
during the
about it.
event?
Yes,
And it was not packed.
people don't know about it. If you're not from there, you're not gonna know. Because people are like y'all, like how y'all used to be. Oh, only gonna eat on site. Only gonna eat in the food court. We don't want to be off site. But
We
you
always
don't
go at
realize,
least Thursday off
like
site.
a 5-minute walk off site is this great deli. That's comparable
I'm
to
not
like
really
New
a deli
York
sandwich
delis.
person also, but
Bitch, let's go to your house right now and get all the lunch meat.
there's probably ham and that's it.
You're a lunch meat guy, Tyler. Come on. You eat.
I have a ham sandwich
You eat meats.
maybe once a week, but overall just like once a
You
month.
eat meats. Red meats.
You also said deli meats first off,
Yeah.
and I have ham like sandwiches, if not once a week,
I
which
get tuna
ain't
from there.
happening, once a month.
I get tuna.
I
with
haven't had tuna in like 2 months at this point.
tomatoes and jalapenos and Swiss cheese. Honey
That's
wheat
also
bread.
not a deli meat, but
It's great. I used to get this turkey club that, which is like turkey, ham, and bacon, but that was like, it was a huge fucking sandwich. It was like a double-decker sandwich, and that would be all I'd eat that day. Like, I'd get that sandwich,
you're
I'd
good.
eat that, I'd eat the chips maybe later on, and that was it. And when I broke away from eating pork, I was like, well, I'm not getting that anymore because I don't want to eat all that ham. And so then I switched to the tuna, and the tuna's actually like a lunch. Like the Reuben, the turkey club was, like I said, the one big gigantic meal for the day, but the tuna, I eat that for lunch, and
It's
then
like
I
a
can
half.
actually eat a dinner.
Whole sub sandwich.
Well, no, it's like a honey wheat bread. It's like a normal tuna sandwich, but it's filling. It's like a good lunch, and then I'm still hungry later for dinner. It's not the only thing I eat that day. So, and it's good for you. It's not.
I don't believe you.
Well, we'll go there. Well, I'm trying to take y'all there this year.
Maybe.
I mean, we could go there for any of the convention. Well, not any, but MomoCon. We could go there then because it's right there in Georgia State campus. We could go there for MomoCon, but it's a little farther walk
Yeah,
from
I will
MomoCon
say like
than
we're only
from
there for
DragonCon.
like technically 2 days from MomoCon.
It's a closer walk to the Dragon
yeah.
Con Hotel, like the Marriott, than it is to the MomoCon Hotel y'all stay at.
What kills me is you eat nothing but Arby's that weekend.
No. I had Taco Bell too.
He added Taco Bell.
That
to his repertoire
CNN
this
food
year.
court is decent.
Yeah.
Because they actually have like burger fries in there.
Like
Chad,
the
Chad
first
did
day
not
I
want to go
had
there with me
Arby's,
this year. I was like, we
Taco
got
Bell.
in line and he kept looking at the prices. He went,
What, for burger fry?
and he's like, I don't.
Have you had it?
I wanted to get it, and Chad
Isn't
didn't
that like
want
a
it. I was
new? No, that's
It's
yeah,
from
no.
Florida.
Okay.
It originated in
I was
Florida.
going to try it. It was like,
I'm
I
thinking
mean, the
Shake
cheapest
Shack.
burger there was like $10 or $11.
I think it
like,
originated in Florida. The Florida, South Carolina. Anyway,
Chad didn't want to
I
spend that
wanted to
money.
try it. I've heard it's real good, and I've just never had it. I wanted to try it. They serve beer there too. Do you know that? Yeah, they serve.
I don't know
like,
if they do
beer.
that in the actual.
They do in the CNN Center. Yes, they serve beer.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay for that when I have something in like
I'm
the
just
room.
saying.
But
I mean, that food court is decent between because they have a Chick-fil-A in there too,
yeah,
and then the Taco Bell. Then they have
Arby's.
the Arby's. They have the Burger Fry.
they got a cookie shop.
They have that Great Wraps crap. You like Great Wraps?
He likes it.
I don't like Great Wraps.
Yes. You
What
go there
the
twice
steak
during
thing?
AWA, yeah.
The steak cheese?
Philly cheesesteak.
The steak cheese.
The steak
The
cheese.
steak cheese.
I mean, that's really what I
he
get
doesn't
on
really
it.
get a
That's all I
Philly
get.
because he gets it without the onions and the bell pepper, which is what makes it a Philly.
I know. So yeah, I get a
steak
steak and cheese
cheese,
sandwich.
Cheesesteak. Get a cheesesteak sandwich.
Yeah.
You don't eat things right, boy.
I mean, the
I don't
CNN
like
food court is
vegetable
clean.
textures.
It's clean. They do a good job of keeping it clean because it's CNN. They can't have their shit looking dirty.
They also said no props in there too. So
For real.
yeah, that was like last year rule.
Reed's favorite thing is you can go sit down with that little statue of Rick. Take a little pick. You do it every day.
I don't remember that.
They have. Remember they had those signs where it's like Rick and Morty, like, and they literally just took the Rick off that like advertisement sign and just it's on a bench there with him holding like a bottle of like XXX. Yeah, you do it every day. Every lunch you eat there.
MomoCon is
lush?
what weekend?
May 25th through the 28th.
Memorial Day weekend.
I think that's technically a weekend I'm supposed to be in Macon. I am going to come and spend a day with you guys, though, at least one day, like Friday night, like I did last year. I
That's
don't know if
fine.
I'll be there the whole weekend. I mean, Tyler doesn't want me there that weekend. Because who else is going to be there? You're just nervous,
I don't
Tyler,
care.
you don't want me to make a scene, and then if I make a scene, I get drunk and have to stay in the hotel. You're
All I'm
like,
saying is like that.
Tyler's like, I have to guard her now throughout the night from Reed's. Like, Tyler, I'm drunk. I'm just trying to go to sleep. But you're going to be thinking I'm going to be trying to, but in your mind, Reed's in rape mode tonight.
That's
So you're
you
gonna
all
be-
the time.
So you're going to be all scared and shit.
I will
Jay's
say,
going to be
though-
like, stop breathing over me, Tyler. I don't think he's going to do anything.
We'll probably get up there Friday, like literally at, if not 4, like 6. So
Oh, y'all coming up on Friday?
unless John takes a half day, like
Why aren't y'all coming up on Thursday? Like y'all do for AWA?
work and. In my opinion, there's not really not much to do on Thursday besides just hang with people you might know there.
So y'all admit that AWA is the more important convention because y'all spend
Well,
more time.
I mean-
there's an activity to do on Thursday.
Yeah, there's an
there.
activity for Thursday where
And
you
literally
could
it's just
possibly
me
get a
and
good
Tyler.
deal.
It's me and Tyler. You can't get John to do that.
Yeah,
This year you can, right? Because it got moved to the end of October.
Maybe, possibly.
it's possible, but also
It's Halloween weekend.
I mean,
we could
John's
possibly
played down
have,
on it
uh,
6 years in a row.
It's Halloween weekend, and we all know John loves giving out candy to the kids in the neighborhood. So yeah,
well, I mean, like
he's a true American.
we could potentially have the same people coming from MomoCon going to that also. I just don't know if they're going to go Thursday or not, which would be Halloween Day.
I mean, that would be fine if they didn't go Thursday because you and Justin would just do what y'all do, stay in like a
Well,
cheap
even
hotel.
Justin
and
said
then-
like he there's a possibility he's not going Thursday too. So
yeah, why?
if that's the case, like it's like every person who could potentially go just pays for a day. So
Why not?
My nieces and nephews on Halloween, but it just depends. Because sometimes
I mean,
they do other stuff during that week too.
this year I'll be in town. Actually for that convention, like I'll be back in Macon.
Are you going to go up with us?
Yeah, I will.
Are you going to do another convention run with us?
Work and shit.
Hey, will you actually stay at Dragon Con this year? In the hotel?
I already told you what was gonna happen with that.
You didn't?
First right now I gotta buy an income,
Yeah.
but then after that, I told you I was probably gonna get my own hotel. Remember, like somewhere not on site. I told you. I mean,
Oh, that's
I mean, you
right.
could just do Airbnb.
well, it depends how many people are in the room. I told y'all if it was just you two.
There's no Alan or Autumn this year.
So if it's just
Yeah.
you two, Chad and John, yeah, I'll stay in the room.
It's looking like it.
Well, then yeah, I'll stay in the room. It's just I didn't want to stay in the
Confirmed.
room with Alan and Autumn, and I didn't want to stay in the room like if Lucy and Kennedy were gonna
It's
come up
nothing
either.
against them. It's just
Because I was not trying to stay in a room with more than 5 people. So if it's just 5, that's fine. But if you're throwing in Alan and Autumn, that's 7 people. If you're throwing in Lucy and Kennedy, it's 9. Like, no, I'm not.
Well, I will say
Yeah,
last
more
year
free
only
stays.
Lucy came up and it was for the last day, And who knows what's going to happen this year with them, so.
If it's just us five, that's fine.
I still say Chad and John owed me and Tyler and Alan and Autumn, like, it was like $50 from when they said Lucy and Kennedy could stay there for free. I was like,
send me a
I
price.
didn't.
How much would it be for 5 people?
I'd have to look at the thing. I'd have to look at my email, but I always thought, like, yeah, they told them they could stay there for free, and I was like, so, like, we all paid like $200 to $250 a night, like split between us those two. I was like, yeah, we should be paid back from Chad and John $50 each.
Y'all should. I mean, I know.
And Chad was like, I'm not doing that. I was like, well, you're the ones who told them they could stay here for free. He's like, well, you should have been told them they can't stay. And I was like,
okay,
I'm not gonna. You're the ones who told them to come up here and bring all their shit, and they're told they're gonna have somewhere to stay. You wanted me to be the bad guy. Like,
I mean, isn't Alan the only one who owes you money still for?
Yeah.
Chad paid you.
Just 1 year. Yeah, no.
And Tony
Chad
owes you too. I mean, I know
Did you know
guys.
your mom's laptop can only record for 671 more hours?
I mean,
the disk space will be
It's
full.
also plugged in,
I know
right?
y'all miss me. Y'all miss me staying in the room. I had extra flair, extra spice, extra nightly activities.
You're sleeping in the bed with John.
He doesn't sleep in the bed.
I know. I meant like his air mattress.
But yeah. I mean, when was the last time I stayed in the room? 2012.
Like 4 to 5 years ago.
Because
Yeah.
2013, that's when I moved into my apartment. I
So
remember I stayed in the
2012.
room.
Jeez.
7 years.
Jeez.
So I know I've been missed.
I've had peaceful sleeps because of that.
Yeah, no.
But uneventful shits.
So
Remix your shits eventful.
yeah, I mean, yeah, DragonCon definitely though. If it's just us, us five, yeah, I'll stay in the room.
Room's $850 each.
I know Hell wants to come up one day this year.
No.
My aunt had talked about it. I'll just be with him and my aunt. That would be
Okay, I was gonna say,
it
like-
would be like he wouldn't stay in our room. Like my aunt would bring him up on like
Tyler
Friday or
does not want
Saturday.
your-
They would hang out with us for a little bit, and then drive back.
You mean the doctor wants to go to DragonCon?
She's just coming with him. Because she'll be there, and I'll just walk around with them and show him some stuff, and he'll probably dress up as something, and Alec got me his dad, get a whole bunch of cute girls come take pics, with my son. Justin likes that.
Are you gonna take him to the vendors?
I don't probably, yeah. My aunt will buy him some cool shit. Yeah, my aunt will probably buy him some cool shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I mean, you want to bring Zane up one year.
Yeah,
when
that'd
he
be
gets
pretty cool.
older. Like Hell's 7 now, so he's
He's gonna stay in the room. Tyler's not. Like, I boot Tyler. Like,
for Zane.
He ain't paying shit.
if I paid the extra value, I don't think Jonathan would say anything. And
Yeah.
Tyler's out. Actually, Chad be all for it. Tyler's punished for something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Chad is. You're out.
That's okay. I'll get my own room with
But
blackjack
yeah,
and hookers.
You couldn't afford it. That's why he wants you to save the $2,000. You need at least that.
I'll stay for MomoCon. I mean AWA too, though. If everything works out. I mean, I'd be y'all's third guy.
I'd be
this
fine.
year.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you say that's 5 people, depending
No.
Tyler,
No.
where are the other two coming from?
the people who are at Momo.
They say that
You're,
every year,
you're
but they
wishing
never
and
go.
hoping, Tyler.
I'm
This
just
is
saying,
you living on a prayer.
I've told the person the price.
And
They
they
said they would
flake
tell the
every-
other person. We'll
they-
see what happens.
And this other person is a noted flake.
Yeah.
And
I'm
she
just
will
saying it's a possibility.
I don't think they're going to stay
So it's
with
either
us
going to be
for
us
Momo.
3 or it's going to be 5. So
I think they're going to stay with us for Momo. I don't think they are.
we'll see what
I'm
happens.
just-
We're
I'm
paying
just-
John
I'm-
either way. So
I'm just surprised that she's comfortable doing that. Where are they going to sleep? Are they getting their own bed?
I've tried to check back and get double beds. We only have a king bed so far.
Are you fine with letting them have the king bed to themselves? And then
No.
Well,
If I
you already
paid-
know where John sleeps. I was going to bring my mattress. There's also a
And
couch.
What is
like,
Justin on the couch? Like in
No.
Alabama.
No,
Alabama.
I will say though, in the past
No,
he
hold
said
on.
I would prefer the couch.
No,
when we
hold
were
on.
there for that one year.
No, hush, hush, hush. I did not sleep on a couch in Alabama. I slept on the windowsill.
That's what's going to happen again, Justin. Justin would be livid. I come up the Momo car. Justin really sleeping on a windowsill again. He's like, "Yep." Tyler didn't tell him they couldn't have
You
the
know me,
bed.
good old windowsill.
Window mill.
Justin will be so mad. It's gonna happen again.
I'm,
Get ready to be pissed.
I'm gonna be in that bed, and if they're uncomfortable, they're uncomfortable.
Like I said, there's the couch. There's John
I'll
with his
sleep
bed.
like a baby.
I have at least a queen air mattress, and
I'll
then
do
there's
this-
the king bed. So
I'm gonna do that same thing I did to you and Chad. I'm gonna wake up 6 in the
Listen to
morning,
porn.
listen to porn. High
They
I'll be
would
fine
be
with that.
scared for real. They'd probably wake up like, "Oh my god, is he jacking
And I'm gonna
off
shut
over
the door.
next
I'm like,
to
I'm not jacking.
Technically,
Keep you guys away from Tyler. No, don't leave.
Technically, they're both doing a, if not bunny suit esque, leather type costume. So
All right,
that's
Tyler.
that. I mean, look forward.
Look forward.
You need to look forward to that weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, I already am, but
You need to plan for that weekend. Get a game plan.
I got needles or something.
Tyler.
I don't know.
It's.
I don't have needles.
Ask me into the fourth quarter. That's it.
Yeah.
What?
Are you gonna shoot a buzzer beater?
A buzzard beater?
A buzzer beater.
What's that?
Reed, what's a buzzer beater?
It's pretty much
When you shoot a.
I know you said tell me to explain, then he cut me off.
Reed, what is it? Let me explain.
Go ahead.
It's just at the end of a basketball game. It's say you're down by like 2 or 3 points, and then you hit the shot right at the end of when like the final second ticks, and you make it. It's a
You let
buzzer
go of the
beater.
ball.
Like
Yeah,
you either
I'm
tie
all
the game,
for
it goes
those
to
shots.
overtime, or you win the game.
Yeah.
Or a buzzer beater.
I'm all for those shots.
You beat the other team at the buzzer.
Yeah.
Are you
So
gonna do
fuck
that?
y'all.
I think Tyler's gonna do that. He's gonna be like, "All right, Tyler, it's Sunday."
Why are Alan
I
and Autumn not
love you
going this
very
year?
much.
The Dragon Con.
Huh?
Why are they not going confirmed?
Who?
Alan and Autumn, the Dragon
Just
Con.
financials right now.
They're pretty much in the Kroger home.
What does that mean?
They live in a house with like
Other
three
employees.
co-workers.
How has that been going?
I haven't heard any problems.
Yeah, I haven't heard any problem.
And how is that whole thing with Chad and that girl who you still like going? Is that still a bad situation they're trying to get out of?
Apparently she's moving out of there. I mean, they wanted me to move in. I told Chad, he really was trying to convince me to move in. I told him I officially declined. Like, he was really trying to convince me. I was like,
Like this
nah,
is recently?
yeah.
Okay.
He's like really trying to convince me. I was like, nah,
I know at
I'm
one
good.
point you were considering it.
Did for like a hot minute, but I really didn't think. Like, I told him, and if Chad's listening, I told Tyler, this is my theory, a little game theory. I was like, Chad wants me to move in because he knows, especially once the baby's there, he's trapped out there. So he's trying to trap a friend out there. So he has a friend out there.
Yeah, that makes
And I was like, so I'm good. Like,
we barely see him now.
That's
The
what I'm
baby's
saying,
Not even
like-
there yet. So after the baby comes, yeah.
me and him got like lunch like last Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that. Where that's it. That was last Taco Bell. Like, it was like, because he's going to GMC, so we went across the street to Taco Bell. I was like,
The
hey,
Davis Drive one.
yeah, I was like, he's like, hey, I'm gonna be done in class at 12:30. I'm like, hey, or like
classic
3.
memories of that Taco Bell. I used to go there and get the beefy crunch Doritos before going to Tyler's. Like I really did. Back when I was in junior college, I'd go there and get those. Come to Tyler's. Remember, we'd all hang out like on a weekday. Like go to the park and just hang out. Like yeah.
College boys hanging out in the park.
Classic. That was like when y'all were still in high school. That
Yeah,
was
we
like
were
the early
seniors, you
days
were
of
a freshman.
GMC, yeah.
Reed used to wear sweatpants and a t-shirt.
Classic
Why'd you
memories.
Stark at that? Are you drunk?
Because he still technically wears that, but
You're
it's like
drunk.
his like.
What did y'all eat for dinner tonight?
I had steak.
Y'all all both had steak, because you had steak too, didn't you?
No, I had that for lunch, but then I had the leftovers of what my mom didn't eat from her steak.
Like what kind of steak? Like are y'all grilling
I
the
had
steak
ribeyes.
yourself? Or
No,
where
I
you
just cooked it
getting
on the
from?
stovetop.
Okay, so you bought your steak and made it. You bought your steak and made it too?
Yeah,
Okay.
You didn't cook it.
I didn't cook it, but I bought it.
Remember Tyler used to
You
buy
bought
Not
those-
my money. I would have bought it with my money, but my mom was like, "Here's money to buy it with." So.
Kroger used to, Kroger. Tyler used to buy those Kroger chicken nuggets. Remember, we used to kill those. Like, they make them in the microwave and eat them. Y'all still eat those?
They're not Kroger, they're Tyson, but yes, we still get them.
Do you eat them too? I remember then near the end of the days, they used to start. They would fuck up my stomach. Like I'd eat them and my stomach would just be fucked up. I don't think they were Tyson, Tyler. I think they were the Kroger.
The ones we get
brand
now are
chicken
Tyson.
nuggets.
So
Remember, used to they came in a yellow container. They're the Kroger brand. Chicken
oh,
nuggets.
those things, yeah,
Yeah.
I have
probably.
no idea what y'all are talking about.
You don't remember that? You used to
No.
have like the Kroger brand chicken.
Yeah, those
nuggets,
were probably
you warm 'em
Kroger
up in the
brand.
I think
microwave.
that was a you thing. Like, I was like,
We all used to eat them.
I don't remember
You did
that.
too.
I remember when we stayed out in Colorado the second time we went to that Walmart and we found those dollar cheese sticks. and it was
Yeah,
like,
boy.
they're like the holy grail because you just like
You
micro
had it was literally like
was-
$1 of cheese sticks
for
for
like
like
8. It was like 8
Was
of
it
them.
8?
I think it was like 8 cheese sticks.
Were
For
I was like
good?
16.
They're pretty alright. I mean, for $1, like
That-
literally,
yeah,
literally the first day we bought like 2 or 3 packs. The next day we were back buying
I
more.
miss
and we couldn't find them.
Remember we
Yeah.
used to buy those cheese sticks here? Those were pretty good. To make it
Yours,
up.
yeah, the farmhouse.
Yeah, I might buy some of those for the cookout.
Okay.
Fry 'em
Do
up,
it.
fry 'em
Shit.
up. Yeah, those were good.
I'll eat
I
those
liked
without a
them with the
burger.
cheese solidified. Like, that's what I
Yeah,
liked them. I didn't
I
like
did
them when it was gooey.
One thing I do hate about some cheesesteaks, I think yours were kind of in there. Also, the dollar ones, when you cook them, and then it's like the cheese is in the however you cooked them, they're on the bottom of the what they come in.
That's because you overcooked them. Like if the cheese
I would,
is
I would see it.
burning out of
With,
them,
yeah, I would see
you
it with yours
overcooked
too,
them.
but
Yeah, I overcooked them. Like I'm just saying.
I
that
need,
out,
like-
but if you didn't overcook them, that wouldn't happen.
I need like an actual cheese stick with wrapping, whatever the fuck it's called, breading.
What? Okay.
I don't need like one side and the rest is breading. Like
I think you're talking about something else completely. You're talking
I
about
feel
the
like
ones
some
that
of
have
yours
like the
were,
piece
though.
of bread that have like the cheese tube in them.
I need like you know
cheese.
cheese sticks you buy in like the dairy section of any grocery store.
Yeah.
That, but in the middle of a breading casing.
Yeah. Fuck those. Those suck. The
I like
farmhouse
them.
ones weren't like that. That had the breading all right. The farmhouse ones had the breading. They're breaded completely, and the cheese inside. You can't see the cheese.
But I'm just saying, depending on how it's cooked or you know overcooked, it all melts down to one side, and I hate that. I want like, and I know you hate it. I want Applebee's cheese sticks.
I had Applebee's cheese sticks ever.
I've never had them either.
I mean, yeah, I'm not a big fan of Applebee's. I have a gift card still to them from Christmas 2017.
You might want to check that.
It still should be good, right? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a $15 gift
Okay, in terms of gift cards, my mom had like 2 gift cards today. She checked them online afterwards. They were still valid. They swiped them at the counter. Not valid.
I've had this one since Christmas 2017, right?
I hope it lasts at least 2 years. Like,
I mean, I tried to use it one day in Atlanta, and like when I was about to go in the Applebee's, my dad was like, "Hey, I'm at your apartment, Pookie. I brought some steaks I made today at the house. I want you to have one." I was like, "Damn it!"
that was God
So then I
telling
went
you
home,
don't eat
Yeah, I
Applebee's.
went home, ate the steaks. The steaks were great, but yeah, I still have it. I mean, Applebee's has like they'll have really good deals, right? They'll do like the 2 entrees for $10 or some shit like that, or unlimited chicken thing.
I mean, you could always go for like the dollar margaritas or dollar whatever their drink of the month is.
I just never make it out to Applebee's.
Nobody does.
Yeah.
They're a failing business.
Oh
You know,
wow.
a lot of those types of places are like the sit down American casual dining places, like Chili's.
We
like,
millennials killed it.
Yeah. I think it's funny the officers are all about Chili's, but that business I think is totally failing now.
He
One
loves
that I
going to the
still really
Chili's.
enjoy though is Ruby Tuesdays because that salad bar is
Ruby
bomb.
Tuesdays.
I always hated Ruby Tuesdays. Like I
You
would go.
don't
I
eat
went once
salad.
when they were in the Macon Mall. I hated
You
it.
go to Ruby Tuesdays for the salad bar. If you don't like salad, don't.
At the time, I did not like salad, but I'm just saying, like overall,
That's really the only reason to go.
Did
They
not
really
like
have
it.
a great salad bar.
I think I got shrimp when I went there, plus the salad bar.
It's a
Still,
great
just
salad
overall did
bar.
not like it.
It's a great. I mean, their normal food is whatever.
I do remember
the
their
salad bar
lamps,
is
though.
why you go there. Seriously, because like when I went there, I got salad bar and I got like a piece of fish and some steamed broccoli, and the fish and broccoli was like whatever, but the salad bar is really really good. Because Ruby Tuesdays has these croutons too. They're like soft. They're like the dark bread. Like the darker bread, but they're soft croutons. They're not hard, and they're just out of
So
this
what is
world.
darker bread?
It's like it was dark bread. I don't know how to describe it.
You
It's
want to know
really-
like what type of bread it was?
I
It
don't
was just
know what type of bread it was. It's just really, it's almost black. What? Wait, we're talking about something? What?
wrapping. Are you saying wrapping this up
Wrap
about
up
Ruby Tuesdays?
Did they have a good salad bar?
I didn't say maybe wrapping up the episode.
What other topics did you have? We only
That's
talked
it.
about 2. There were like 10 things on there. I saw.
Some of
we
them
are-
some of the things are like video game things that I was going to talk to John
I mean, we're
about.
possibly going on 2 hours, but
Yeah,
How
it's-
long are we at?
We're about an hour and 46 minutes in, boys.
Damn. This one went by real fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're at a good time.
Yeah.
You know, I
Ruby
hate to do
Tuesdays
it, but
sponsor us.
Ruby Tuesdays,
Yeah.
you know,
Ruby
balls near
Tuesdays,
court.
dark bread croutons, and good salad bar. They also have pasta salad in the salad bar and potato salad. I recommend both Ruby Tuesdays.
but did they have green bean casserole that you like?
Ruby Tuesdays, a piece of fish, steamed broccoli, and salad bar deal for $10.
Well, Ruby, like,
Ruby
on that
Tuesday.
topic, episode 34 sponsored by Ruby Tuesdays, possibly. I've been John.
I've been your man, Lucy, and I would like to take a second. Ruby Tuesdays, piece of fish, steamed broccoli, dark bread crouton salad bar, $10. Pasta salad and potato salad available at the Ruby Tuesdays salad bar. They're good.
And I've been on my phone, so